Can't jail a dice that hasn't done anything wrong yet.
And we're back! Hi everybody, welcome to another delightful episode of Mild Magic. Episode 13 of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
Nothing will go wrong in this episode.
No, episode 13 is the fun one.
You've decided that.
Yeah, I'm gonna make things go unlucky on 13. So, we will jump straight into our next episode. And last time we left at quite a climactic moment. So.
Oh yeah.
Lol. Lucius and the Lightbringers. We're following up.
I put it in the recap, it's canon.
I made myself the protagonist.
We're not complaining.
Following the threads of the simmering Duergar plot, finding out who Zoltan's Sunblight is and what his plans to destroy 10 towns were. And these threads took you to Caer Konig, the small mountaineering village on the foothills of Kelvin's Cairn. You found out there from Trovus, the inebriated dragonborn speaker, that there had been certain thefts going on in the town, including of a magical lantern, presumably made of Shardolin, it sounds like. You followed the trails, followed the tracks, you and your hired scout, and found a Duergar stronghold in the mountains. Infiltrating it, sneaking in through the sewage system, you, first of all...
It's a D&D rite of passage. You have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
You do. You killed the ogre zombie trapped in a cage, and also the several bodies of reghead nomads that had been taken over by a fungal parasite. And it was at this point that the jig is up. You took a Duergar captive in one of the cells and found out from her that Zoltan's Sunblight, who has a much larger fortress somewhere in the spine of the world, is forging a dragon out of Shardolin and is planning on setting this dragon loose on 10 towns, ensuring its complete destruction. And it was at this point that Prince Nildar, Zardrok's son, who commands this outpost, screamed at you from upstairs saying that they'd barricaded the exit, that they had set up their defenses and the entire outpost is on alert, and that they would not surrender for any reason. And that is the standoff that we find ourselves in.
I like that they're putting themselves as the people who won't surrender.
I
As
know,
if
right?
we're not the idiots cornered.
And there's only
we're not
5
questioning
of
it
us.
here.
No, I love the idea that we're a big enough threat that they
That's
need
what it
to
is.
surrender to us.
Yes.
So, Nildar has just screamed out, "We will not surrender, and we will not relent!" And then silence falls.
I feel like we should say something.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course we're sure!
Okay, so we're in the room with the cells.
Yes, oh yeah, let's get the,
There's like-
let's get the
there's
map up, yeah.
There's the bedrooms which are completely stone underground, no window, and then there's
Pretty
the
much,
wall
yeah.
that is like a grill or like iron bars
Indeed,
that looks
yeah.
out of the fortress.
Indeed, yeah.
Cool.
That's exactly it. Let me get the map.
There are benefits to writing the recaps. You remember where you are.
I'm gonna feel bad if the scout dies because of us.
Which scout?
The
scout
the
that's-
person who's with us,
She's-
right?
she's
She's
right
right
there.
there.
She's a scout.
Jedd,
Hi.
right there.
I thought she was a scout. Sorry.
Maybe we could do a trade so that they let her go if we give them this one back.
Right.
Because we knew kind of what we were getting into, and you had a vague idea, but it's escalated quite quickly.
Yeah. Yes, it has done that.
And I don't feel great about killing unarmed prisoners anyway.
No. Are you amenable to letting an innocent go in exchange for one of your men?
She's not part of the group, she's been briefly hired.
She was meant to follow some footprints for us, that's all.
Wait, so you let this one who's with you now waltz out the outpost, and you release Rubik down there?
Yeah.
Well, you let her waltz out the outpost.
Oh yeah.
And we'll release your friend.
Yeah.
You have to not shoot an innocent person in the head.
Yeah, no, I don't really trust you. Again, I'm looking at the corpse of my beloved pet right now.
Well, 4 of us will stay in here. The ones who actually killed your ogre.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. I think he's an ass. And he's upset about a dead thing. That was already dead when we started deading it.
Thing.
I'd say, Jethro, I'm really sorry. If you want to hide in the back somewhere and hope that there's a way to escape when we're all done being slaughtered.
No, I was gonna say I can handle myself. You hired me. I want you to get your 10 gold's worth.
Sure, but I think that's worth a little bit more than 10 gold.
They've agreed to it, let's not argue.
I will. If things go south, I'll find my way out of here, don't you worry.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good, that feels better than...
Right. Well, they've barricaded their side.
Yeah.
Should we barricade our side as well?
What?
There's
We've got corpses.
stuff.
There's the doors
do
of the
have
cells.
corpses.
Wait, so is it like the door to the courtyard has been barricaded from the outside?
Well, you can't really.
We don't know.
You just heard that it's more that they've set up a barricade. That's what they said. You can't actually see a barricade from here. You're just hearing these voices from up in the keep.
Were there any windows in the barracks upstairs?
In
the room
sleeping
to the
quarters?
left.
Yeah, the sleeping quarters.
No.
Okay.
No, you've got one window.
And I think
we've
we've-
barred one here.
Pretty
Okay.
thoroughly
I'm
searched for secret rooms.
Yeah.
I am very much assuming that none of us are fitting through those barbed.
No.
Barbed.
Because didn't we manage to somehow lock or barricade the other Duergar that we've got with us in?
She's in one of the cells.
She's in one of the cells and we've like put a broom across the like
And her hands are tied up.
and her hands are tied.
Genius
Yeah,
solution.
she's tied up.
Yeah.
Because if we can, I'd like it if we could find some way of preventing them from all getting in here and then quadrupling in size.
Yeah.
Maybe if we could,
we could strategically lay things out to block them from
or
you.
strategically barricade the door with our bodies, because that hallway does not look big enough for them to
No,
get
they
through.
definitely can't do that.
I'm saying from memory, having walked
Wait,
through the
wait.
hallway.
You can do shit to metal.
It takes an hour.
Oh. So you can't like bend the bars with
Oh,
your red hands.
Could if
We had an
they
hour.
don't, if they want to besiege this room and take their time, then yes, I could do that. Assuming that none
But
of
if
them
they
notice.
barricaded it from their side, and all that's standing between us and them is actually just a door.
I'm thinking that they've barricaded the hallway. Our only exit. They wouldn't bother barricading outside, assuming that we can't get through the thin
we're
bars.
probably going to get shot by...
Probably.
I think... How do the bars look, DM?
The bars
Metal.
look like metal and strong, but not impossible to get rid of. You can try it. You can definitely try them.
Hey,
Fine,
Tana.
I'm just a muscle here. No, I'm kidding.
No, you're the smartest
No,
person
but-
in the room. I
very much
assume
the
Oh god, yeah.
Yes.
you're both things.
100%. Yeah.
I was more going, do you think it's a good idea for you to just...
I could try.
I think you should at least try for the spectacle of it.
Can
I
I?
think-
Can
If
I?
it works,
wait,
it'll be
wait.
very impressive.
Can I have a look at the bars and see if there's any weak points or potentially even screws that could come down?
Can I help with my background in stonemasonry?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
If we just, like, go dink and then
Is that
run
with
down the
advantage 'cause it's
valley.
Yes.
If it's stonemasonry and metalwork, I can usually help.
Okay. 17.
Okay. There is no weak spot. There is no there are no screws. There's no easy way to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But they're not the strongest in the world. Like you'll need you'll need tremendous amount of strength.
Okay.
But y'all are
At least a
heroes.
16.
But y'all are heroes and fabulous adventurers. You've accomplished more common,
I think
more unusual things.
only 2 people here are fabulous at the moment. The rest of us are adventurers, sure. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
So basically, if you want to try and pry them open, it'll be an athletics check.
Okay. I could give it a go. Would it look like could I more strike them at an angle to, as opposed to?
you could, but that might make a noise.
So we'll go.
Yeah, no, it's gonna make
Yeah.
a noise.
It'll be less noisy if we can get a head start before they start shooting at us. That'd be nice.
Yeah, you could mold them, or you could you can. It's gonna be an athletics check either way, basically. But however you want to do it.
Okay, I'll try and pry them apart, I guess.
Okay. So with your maul, how do you do this?
Is there any sense in trying to?
It's a strength check.
It would give me advantage, but also.
Raging would give you advantage.
Yeah, but weird things happen.
That might be useful.
It depends on what the weird thing is.
If you teleport outside, that's going to be funny.
That would be quite funny.
You just go, bye.
Tonaich goes to grab the bars, rages, and is just outside.
Hey, look! Oi, what's going on down there?
Nothing.
You barricaded us in.
We're discussing our options. You haven't given us much choice for anything else.
Alright, it's not like a full blockade. We're just prepared for your exit.
What preparations have you made exactly? If it's a celebration, we'll come on out.
You hear another voice go, well, we tipped the table over, so that's a bit of a shield. We got some stacked chairs here, and we got weapons. Don't think we don't have weapons. They're pointed straight at the door.
That sounds like you've done quite well then for
We're
yourself.
very, very proud of you all.
Thank you. There was training involved.
There's a lot of hard work, and training's tough, isn't it?
The problem is these guys seem like idiots, and I feel bad about killing idiots.
I don't want to kill them.
I'm like, yes, they're Duergar who are going to kill everyone in 10 towns if they get their way, but also they sound like sweet dumbasses.
They sound lovely.
How about you relent and we leave?
That's one of the 2 things they said they weren't going to do.
And no one gets hurt.
No one, not even us.
Not even us.
No, wait,
And
you,
no-
not you.
Not you. No one gets hurt.
You could just give up on trying to kill everyone in 10 towns, because that sounds like a bad idea.
Barroth in desperation is going to try and just pry the bars out of it himself.
Okay, go for
About
it.
to
Make
rage,
an
but
athlete.
go for it.
Nope. Athletics.
Yep.
Yeah.
8, cool. You try to pry them up, and it's as if they are stuck to
my
the
hands
wall.
and my feet are up against the wall. I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. And they don't even budge.
just trying to get away from you.
That seems in character, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna rage.
Do it.
What does that mean?
It doesn't do anything that's going to help in this situation.
What does the hair change?
What the hair goes. The hair doesn't change colour.
Nah.
No, the hair goes slightly more vibrant, but it's still green.
You go neon.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what it is. It goes from that's fine. It's just a bit more shiny. I'm gonna try and pry the bars open with advantage because I'm raging. Ooh,
Oh.
24.
Oh.
19.
Grab the.
Oh, I'm doing it this way.
Okay, you grab him like so. You tense your muscles and you scream. And you see your veins pop. These are strong. These are stuck like the mountain. And yet, the bars go. And you somehow bend pure iron in half. As you create an opening large enough to squeeze through.
Natural 19, baby.
Nice.
Jethro, if you go first and get the sled ready, and we are gonna follow as quickly as we can, but we want you out of the way, out of the problems we're about to cause.
Okay, if you're sure. Shall I head back to Caer Konig if you're not back in an hour?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep, go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
And she crawls out the window. It's a very, very small opening, but she manages to squeeze out, land on the snow outside. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. After you.
Yep, no, I'm skidding. Slip out the bar.
Okay, so you begin to climb up, and as you get your hands on the opening, Rubik screams out from her cell.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
for fuck's sake! Oi!
Shut
They're
up!
escaping through Christ, you can hear that, right? What is it? Oh, what's going on? Oh, for fuck's sake, okay.
Lucius is just gonna loudly start singing a sea shanty about a group of Duergar who take vengeance on like a weaker group of dwarves. They're just so pitiful and weak, and the Duergar are so strong and cool. Tale of the Avenger. Yeah, and just very loudly singing this. Just singing the sea shanty out. Compass going.
Oscar's like standing on the windowsill. Oscar's got one weird leg out the window. Like, am I going? Go. I jump.
But from the outside, you just see a hoof sticking out of the mountain. But
It's
yes.
like a fey little like.
Yeah.
Is he a bit, you know?
He's a little bit, a little fake.
Oscar's a little bit, you know.
Friend of Dorothy.
A joke I made in front of my dad, and he responded with, "You can't say that." And I'm like, I can say that. You
The joke
can't
doesn't
say
belong
that.
to you.
Yeah.
But yes, Oster, you squeeze out. It takes a full action to squeeze out because it is so tight. It kind of requires your just for future reference. But yes, you manage
Take an action to get out a window. Got it.
You squeeze
This
out
one, yeah.
of this window and get out. Meanwhile, all this raucous is happening here. You are out voicing Rubik. You hear above the clamour. You hear Nildar scream, "Oh my God! Oh, you go down there, see what's happening." And who's going next? Isn't there?
I would like to hold the door shut.
Or like push your weight against it, or like hold.
I don't know, is it a push or
Is it a push or a
pull?
pull? You're like holding it and then they just.
I'm gonna say
I
it's.
pull it and it comes open. Wait, no.
It is a push.
Did you just roll?
I did.
So
I'm
you
gonna hang.
lean against it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You hear someone go, "Okay, fine. I'll go." And they begin to
I'm gonna help.
push the door. You help. Okay.
I'm looking up at Lucy's going, "Come on, out the window."
Fuck, sorry. Who's just gonna aim for going next?
Okay. Well, the Duergar is gonna make an athletics check, and one of you can make an athletics check with advantage. Actually,
Doesn't stack because I've got.
No, there's no such thing as triple advantage.
God
unless
damn
you
it,
have Elven accuracy, which is the most broken feat in D&D.
technically, I just realized it should be you making the athletics check because you
Okay.
said you were helping
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
him. So, yeah, sorry.
Just a way advantage. We may have bought mad at dice.
I've got the dice
It's
chair.
needed.
8 again.
Really?
Oh no.
I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Well, I rolled a natural 8.
I got a dice
Ooh.
20.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
check what that. Yeah, okay.
That's why I was being.
Natural 8 for a
quiet.
10. Barrels through the door. Is a Duergar who stumbles in. She looks around.
I like to position
sees the two of
herself
you.
so that she doesn't have the space to get bigger.
Okay.
Well, they've
she-
opened the door. I don't know if they've actually got through yet.
Yeah,
I think they could just push us out of the way if there's enough room in the
they
room.
can try.
They couldn't when we fought them before.
Yeah.
You standing there meant that they couldn't,
couldn't
get
do
bigger.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta crowd them.
But yeah, she sees you, and then looks around and sees Lucius halfway out the window.
Hello?
It's just your torso sticking out. And she goes, "Oi! Oh shit! Boss, they're good!" And she begins to run up the stairs.
Stab
Stairs?
Well, no, not upstairs. She's running back into the main keep.
I'm
Attack
gonna
of
shut
opportunity.
the door.
No.
Oh. Well, you took an attack of
You can
opportunity.
attack if you want.
Yeah.
I love
Okay,
this
yeah,
little door
go
and
for
be like, bye.
17.
That will hit.
That one's not going to jail.
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to put this so it's facing the camera.
There we go.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Whack her on the ankles.
Ooh, I'm called fiendish.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you whack her on the ankles. She kind of goes down and does a bit of a half stumble, half roll as you momentarily halt in her advance.
And you're closing the door.
Gets up and you now see out of the door. Yeah, you see a meager little barricade with a flipped over table and some chairs and.
You probably could have taken
something
him.
like
Probably, but you know what?
We still
But
could.
we man.
I'm out the window.
Lucius, go.
Okay, you sure you got? Okay.
Where do you get out the window so we
Please,
can join
goddamn
them?
hurry! This is
You-
gonna run out.
So yeah, as you climb out, and you also see 3 other Duergar behind this barricade. 2 of them holding heavy crossbows pointed at the door,
Yeah.
and one
Get back in.
stood on a box wearing some fineries and precious gems. Probably the boss. At this stage, I'm gonna need an initiative check from y'all.
Okay. No.
Is what I have to say to that is lol.
No.
You're already outside, it's fine.
Please
Lol.
get everyone a dice jail.
You've already got 3 in there.
Yeah.
Is one the one that came with it?
No.
Oh god.
25 to 20?
Lol.
Yeah.
20 to 15? Oh no.
No.
15 to 10?
11.
10.
Okay.
We've got something in double digits. It's fine.
10 to 5?
8.
8. What did you say, Lucius?
I said
You
lol.
said low, okay.
Because we're still not there.
Going
I
with
rolled lol.
possibly the lowest initiative roll we've had in the campaign so far.
Well, I can't.
Can't go any lower.
Can't
Go any lower
than
than
that.
that, can
I
I?
can.
And Lucius. That's a
Nat
nat
one.
Pretty sure I rolled a 2 once because I got a that one.
Oh no, yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
I rolled a -1.
You did.
Now.
No, not
No,
Now?
no.
Now?
No, it's not now.
Now, please.
No,
You
no,
guys
no.
have a 0 dex, so it's just what you get. Okay, the Duergar go first.
Funny that.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
Lucy still inside? Sorry, just for clarification, DM.
I'm gonna say Lucius is kind of halfway out the window. Yeah, I'm gonna say
Shoving.
you haven't left the window yet. So you're still kind of you're right there.
I'm clawing on.
But you just still need to use your action to kind of squeeze through.
Can just for my mental clarity, can Oster still see into the room, or is Oster looking up at a window above his head?
At the moment, I'm gonna say you would be able to see into the room. At the moment, you're just seeing Lucius halfway out of it.
Yeah,
But-
totally makes sense.
But without Lucius, yes.
We're thinking height-wise rather.
Yeah, I'm thinking, can I fire spells into the room when
Oh, yeah.
Lucius is out, kind of?
Oh yeah, this window is kind of basically ground level.
Oh, so
Dope. Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking like strategically it should be above ground level, but let's
should,
not
shouldn't it?
teach Duergar how to suck eggs.
We saw that.
Dice jail.
Nice jail.
Okay, so
We'll get you a proper
The-
like, box.
Duergar who opened the door, she will just run back, as stated. She runs back to and jumps behind the barricade. The other 2 will ready their crossbows and going to fire 1 bolt at each of you.
Am I still raging?
Yeah. Ooh, wait. No, I don't think you are.
Okay.
You were raging when you helped me barricade, try to block the door.
But you haven't taken damage or dealt damage.
It's
And that was when you opened the bars, and since then, Oster's gone out and the scout has
Yeah.
gone out.
so is that a turn? But
It
that
would have been at least 2 turns, and you.
But if they both did it on their action, would that count as the same turn? Or
I feel like it's been one of those.
It's been so much discussion. I'm going to rule that no,
Cool,
it's
that's
been
fine.
too long.
The discussion's been
Bring
longer
her.
than
Yeah.
long enough.
The discussion is always longer than the real time.
Yeah.
but yes.
So yeah, 1 bolt for you, 1 bolt for you.
Yep.
First
Are they
bolt.
partially hidden by the door?
is
I
a
haven't closed it yet.
13, Baroth.
Nope.
Cool. That just wobbles in front of your face on the wooden door.
All right.
And one coming for you.
Rude.
That is even worse. It's a 10.
No, miss.
Cool. Dang. Same thing. 2 bolts have just stuck
I could
into
have
the wall.
absolutely taken these.
No surrender! Yes, Nildar.
Should I come back in?
No, you're good. Lucius, get out.
I'm really trying, mate.
Tonna.
I've shut the fucking door.
Cool. Door shut. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Osta.
Can I run around to that arrow slit and see if I can see
Absolutely, you can. Do you want to be stealthy doing so? Oh, wait, it would
No,
be,
it would be an action
hide.
to be
Yeah,
stealthy,
it would,
yeah. Osta's not a stealthy man. He goes clickety clackety across the rocks. Osta's gonna bane the lot of them.
Incredible.
The guys with crossbows and not the prince because he seems faintly useless.
We haven't seen him do anything yet.
He's very shiny and he's shouting a lot, which makes Osta think he's not very useful.
He is. I'm going to say he is still wearing armor. Yeah, whatever for whatever.
He can wear armor.
That's true.
Barrett's wearing armor right
That's occasionally useful. Sometimes.
Occasionally,
It's
maybe.
happened all the time.
Don't touch the boat.
Bestowing a bit of magic.
That is who you see standing on the box.
Oh wait, no, he doesn't look like a shiny tit at all.
Just said he was
Like
wearing
angry tit.
finery. He's still looking like a warrior.
Okay, that guy and the 2 people with crossbows.
Okay.
Charisma saving throws, please, Dungeon Master.
Did we break into the stronghold to then attack it from the outside?
Yes. Well, you 3 can attack it from the inside. I'll still attack it from the outside. It's
Lucius is doing both.
yeah, it's tactical.
Nildar rolls a dirty 1.
My favourite roll in D&D.
Crossbow is number 1 is 9,
Boo, you fail.
and crossbow is number
Boo,
2
you whore.
is a 15.
Fuck, he wins.
Yay!
The other 2 have little spectral vines woven around their joints and kind of digging the thorns in. The guy who succeeds just kind of manages to like brush them out before they fall.
Yeah. So Nildar holds up his hammer and screams, "No surrender!" Oh my god, what is it? Oh, okay, what's this now? No.
And then I'm going to duck out of the way. If I've got enough movement, I'll go 5 feet away along the wall.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chaos.
It's working.
It is working.
I guess it is working.
Well, for the moment, we haven't actually done anything yet.
I've been 2 of them.
Yeah, you did. I mean, we haven't combated yet, apart from the ones that missed us. Just gotta wait until I get in and miss every single attack.
You can't, your dice are in jail.
Okay.
I can't roll. What do I do now? I have no dice.
I rolled in my mind, DM, it's 17.
Oh, did you? Okay. Thank
Wouldn't
you.
even go for a nat 20.
I know you wouldn't. That's the joke.
So, Nildar, whose turn it is now, will scream out, "Okay, you hold the fort here. Don't lose the front line. I will go and defend the lantern. They shall not recover our precious lantern." And he jumps down from the box
That's all they've got, isn't it?
and run and uses his action to dash, and he runs up in there into his quarters.
Yep, it was a waste of time to bane him.
Yeah, and he runs away. That is him. Baroth.
You no take lantern. In danger in its ugly heads, the Robin turned his tail and fled.
So Robin is running away,
Yeah.
going off, chickening out.
What we doing?
It's your go.
Is it me?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that bit completely.
Quoting Monty Python.
Yeah, sorry.
There are worse things to be quoted.
True.
Monty Python has a very D&D campaign air.
That's
yeah,
very true.
yeah.
What would you like to do, Baroth?
Barroth's gonna open the door.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I just closed
We can
5.
take her.
You open the door.
Can I see the peeps?
Yep, you can see the 3 Duergar who are behind the barricade. 2 of whom with crossbows, and 1 of whom you've already hurt a bit.
Cool. I'm gonna go towards and hit them with stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you go up towards them. Who do you?
I'm gonna hit the nearest one, whichever one is closer, which I'm assuming is the one that's been whacked already.
They're all equally like they're all as near to you. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna get in there and I'll attack the one that's I've already hit at least once. I
run
guess.
forward, leaping over the barricade with your hammer drawn.
It was just the table.
The table.
The fact that it was just a table. A dirty 18.
It's got,
Nice.
Oh my god, yeah.
I like you to specify that it's a dirty 80.
I couldn't remember. Wait, nat 18
What?
No.
plus. No, yeah, because it was an 18. I just didn't add the stuff to it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
18 plus things.
Yes, that
18
one.
plus things.
Sorry, that's the way we normally say it, isn't
That
it?
is how numbers work.
Yeah, how it do.
It's only been a week this time. What's our excuse?
8 points of bludgeoning damage, magical.
Nice.
Cool.
Magical.
Cool. You raise your hammer. You dunk it in, just like straight on the side of her head, and goes. Oh shit! She spits out a bit of blood.
Run away while you can.
No surrender. Oh shit!
Surrender's allowed for you.
Oh,
Your boss has already run away.
Yeah.
Away.
Lucius?
I'm guessing I can't see Baroth anymore.
No.
No, I'm in the.
It's up to you. You can either use your action to get out the window, or you can stay in the keep. Do whatever you want.
If I go like around to where Oster's gone, can I get a view of Baroth that way?
You can.
Cool, I'm gonna go that way.
The spellcaster's here through an arrow slit.
Sorry, mate. I just
Yeah, no, after you.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You two are just gonna be like.
And it's just gonna look through and like just sort of like pressing up against the like. It's
That
like,
bitch.
it's gonna be like. Baroth, and is gonna
So fucking
recount
stupid.
the tale or enact the tale of the Avenger. So, Baroth, for a minute, any creature that hits you with a melee attack takes force damage equal to a roll of my Bardic Inspiration dice.
Nice.
Okay.
He's just like, just, please, just fuck him up, please, dear God, Christ, please. I'm
You
begging you.
You could have
Go, Baroth!
stayed
Go,
inside.
You have to give him a dice.
Or do you roll the force dice?
Oh, I don't know. It just says equal to a roll of my Inspiration
So yeah,
dice,
so
I'm
it'll
guessing-
just be 86 or 88
Yeah,
or whatever it is.
let's do it.
Lovely, but you can use my dice.
I will.
And that's for a minute.
And you use your action to get out the window, so I think that might be what you can do.
That is all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
That.
Unless you want to remove your face from the obviously.
They're just like, okay, thanks,
Like, wait, I want to look.
They're just gonna.
Okay. The Duergar are fighting you, Baroth.
I'll get shot in the face.
Well, are they fighting? Usually they're just kind of, they are... Yeah. Okay, so... as they stand and look at you, the one you hit, she looks rough. She looks really fucking rough. But the other two, one of whom, whose voice you've heard before, his name is Scorn, he's the brother of Ruvik, who's in the cell.
Very much alive in the cell.
Yep.
I hope he remembers that.
Yeah, he remembers. Yes. Come on, Duergar. We are servants of the great Sunblight. We can do better than this.
No, you can't.
And he enlarges.
Big time.
And he, will grow large.
It's gonna be me with 3 giant Duergar.
Yep, you made a choice.
I did.
And
I
slams
closed
you
the door.
But they made you spicy.
with a hammer.
They do something for hitting you.
It's true.
If they hit me, yes.
That is gonna be 10.
No.
Yeah, no, I
They
didn't
didn't
think so.
take any force damage.
No, they take force damage if they hit
No, you don't want them to hit me, Catherine.
I do want them.
No, you don't.
Hit.
The second one will do the same. Grabs a big great
Fuck.
sword. Oh my god.
I'm just gonna keep rolling.
9! Are you shitting me?
Barroth is just like rolling around all of them like Dark Souls
It's like you're
style.
always complaining about the fact that they always hit despite your armor, and now the one time you want them to hit.
I still don't want them to hit me.
This is in the back, like, is he getting hit? Is he getting hit really bad?
No. He's kind of doing like a barrel roll.
Barrel, for fuck's sake!
And the last one, the one you fucked up,
I don't feel inspired.
she goes, oh no, this is not worth it. She goes invisible. And you
I
hear
forgot that.
ding, 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 ding footsteps on the stone floor, and you see the great outer door of the keep
Oh, there you
open.
go. Found an easier way out.
Do we see the door open from the outside?
You see the door open.
I don't see anyone. You see
I
anyone?
don't really see anyone, no.
Tonaich, so you're still outside.
I'm
the door-
huge!
Huge. Just resizing, just giving you a bit of reference for where you
I'm
are.
massive. I'm not that big.
No,
I'm
they're
bigger
10
than that.
They're 10-foot squares.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Oh, they are. I forgot that. I forgot that.
Tiny.
Yes.
Oh, I'm even
What
small.
would you like to do, Tonaich?
I'll rage.
Just so
Like,
resigned.
I guess I'm
I guess I'll do the thing barbarians do.
one purple.
Purple.
Go purple. Hair goes purple.
No one should ever be
Okay.
annoyed at that.
Well, the hair's purple.
My hair's gone.
I'm gonna run outside. Going for fuck's sake. And the streets go purple, and I need the Duergar that are still there to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. We'll start with Scorn. Stay on the table.
Son of fuel.
Natural 1.
Yep.
Wow.
And the other one, the other big one, we've got a 14.
That does succeed. However, the other one fails, so they take 8 points of necrotic damage, and I get 8
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Spicy. That
It's very spicy.
is very good, okay.
Yep. Ooh, plus my barbarian level, so I get 11 temporary hit
Ooh,
points.
that's even spicier.
It's very spicy.
And does Scorn take 8?
8, yes.
Okay, not 11.
Nope. The annoying thing is I can only do that once.
Okay,
It's peering in through the
And I'm
Can I show the camera?
eyes. Yeah, sure.
The boys peering in through the little...
Can you see it on
Yeah,
there?
it's coming.
Peeking in through the arrow
The
slot.
boys peering in through the arrow slit.
That's
I will put that on Instagram later.
Yes. There's no way I
Beautiful.
can, like, get past them to flank the one on the left with bow offers there, because if they can, I'd like to do that.
No. No, they are very big, and they are
They're very
blocking the path.
Fine, I'll just hit it then. Hi, Patty. Blump.
okay.
17.
That hits.
Yay.
Which one?
The left one.
Left one, Scorn.
Yes.
Oh, were they subtracting a D4 from their stuff?
One of them should be.
Oh.
I don't know which one.
No, right, Scorn was the one who succeeded, and Ildar... No,
Failed.
no.
The other crossbow one.
Yeah, the other crossbow one succeeded, so yeah, no, those, the one who succeeded now is not baned. Scorn is baned.
Okay, right.
Cool, okay.
And he failed anyway. So
7,
and neither of them hit
10,
me.
12 damage. 12 damage.
You don't want
Okay.
me to be so-
So as you run up with your maul, whack him, Scorn goes, oh shite. Okay,
You can hit me. Like
okay. Lads, maybe. Maybe these... is my sister alive?
Your sister's fine. Can you stop before we have to... I really don't want to fucking kill anyone. Can we just not? Can you just not, please? It's been a
And
day.
you just
Fuck, will you let us go?
Sure.
Sure.
Not with the Shardolin though.
Not with the Shardolin.
ask them if you can get hit, Barrel.
Not with the Shardolin. The
Oh
other
come
one.
on, you got fucking mountains of it underground. You can spare a fucking lamp.
If they know that we gave up Shardolin, they'll come after us.
Oh,
They'll kill us.
then you don't tell them that you gave it up. You tell them that we beat your ass and took it by force, which is basically what we're doing.
Which is what we'll do anyway.
We hear from
The other
arrows
one
and outside.
holds his hand on Scorn's shoulder and goes, "It's better than death, mate." You're right. You're all right. Okay, fine. Get my sister out here now, and then we'll leave together as a group, okay?
Get the Shardolin out first.
You go fetch that, I'll go fetch your sister.
I'm sorry, mate. I don't think that's happening. Points over to the corridor upstairs, and you hear a muffled voice from that corridor going, "Surrender!"
We'll let them out, and then we can go.
We can deal with the.
We can go deal with dumbass.
Idiot.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let the dumbass hit you, Baroth. 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 It's like he's not listening to
I'm
me,
gonna-
Oster.
I don't think he's listening.
Baroth.
I was contemplating wasting a spell slot just to fire a guiding bolt at you.
Bruce just gets punted off.
You got any cantrips?
Yeah, no, that's not worth it. Yeah, I guess we'll go get dear sister out.
Yeah, let's go get the sister.
We'll pause the initiative in that case. As you go down, you let Ravik out of her cell. Immediately, she runs out,
Yeah.
walks past you all without looking at you, goes up to Scorn, her brother, and
Big brother at the moment.
big brother, very much so. She was up and kind of,
Hugs his leg.
as she approaches, he reduces. They give a quick hug and look at you all and goes, "Don't think we'll forget this."
In a good way or in a bad way?
Oh, fuck you! You turn around
Worth
and
checking.
all of them leave. If you all let them leave.
Yeah.
Cool.
As they're going, Oster and Lucius come in over the drawbridge, just kind of like, right. So we're fucking up a prince.
Yeah.
Hope so.
We gotta be quick though, because there's only a minute now. So
What?
it'll be fun. It'll be really, really fun if Baroth gets hit.
Okay, we try and do it as quickly as possible.
Go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still concentrating on Behm on the prince, so hopefully.
So
In we go.
yeah, here we go. So I'll say, would you, when did you cast Behm? It was like a turn ago. Yeah, it hasn't been that long. Would you guys be cool with there being 5 rounds left?
Yeah.
On your
I mean,
respective
5 rounds
Yeah.
is plenty of time in D&D.
Yeah,
is, it
that's
is.
perfect.
Cool.
5
You
rounds.
run up to this hallway. Look inside. You see 2 chambers that are kind of cut off by 2 doorways.
Balth, I need you to do me a quick favour.
Yep.
Punch me.
Okay.
Oh,
Punch.
to maintain the range.
Alright, okay, I'll punch you.
Lucius
Yeah.
like, oh, wait, that's about- oh,
What's your
never
strength
mind.
modifier?
+2.
So you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Just knocks off one of your temporary hit
Yep.
points.
Here we go. Let's keep going.
I like how you're just like, we need Baroth to get hit, and then Baroth punches Tom at us.
Lucius is watching like.
I'm gonna say take off 2 more hit points just to make up for that time. that it
Sure.
To
takes.
keep it going.
Yeah, that's
okay,
fine.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Oster headbutts you at one point. To keep it going.
Ow. All right. Yep. That's fair.
Horns.
I have my headbutt attack is better. It's a
Then,
diff-
yeah, it's better than my punch.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not looking for a lot of damage. Just something here.
Wait, let me try the hammer.
No.
You guys
Fuck off.
progressing through this chamber?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Looking out for traps? No, we're not smart enough for that.
I'm hoping
Lucius is too
he isn't
excited.
smart enough for that.
So Tonaich, since you're first in the initiative, I'll say that as you turn around here, you see a door,
Yeah.
that's closed. The stone slab that's been closed.
Cool. Can I barge it? Or
You,
is it easy? Does it look like there's an easy way to open it?
you've got no way to tell. It's just a door. It might be locked.
I will try and open the door. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna shove it.
You open the door and see
Attacking a door.
it is open.
Cool.
You see a small little commander's quarters. It's an office
Yeah.
with stone desk, a little stone bed with some reindeer skins draped
Stone
around it.
pillows.
Yeah, there's a lot of stone, a lot of stone, and yeah, that's roughly all you see. Oster, since you're next in the initiative order,
Probably invisible.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah, you don't see.
He wouldn't do
Wildar
that.
anywhere.
He's not a coward.
As you step through
Oh.
the open doorway here, Oster,
Yeah.
you
And whacked in the face.
see the lever that's here on the wall go ding, suddenly being pulled down as if by an invisible hand. You hear a sound of metal clanging. You hear tick, 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 tick.
I leap forward.
You look up. You okay? Sure, because you see an iron portcullis
Oh yeah, no, I leap forward.
come towards you. Okay, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Cool.
Looks like I'm
Fuck.
not getting hit. Because I'm on the
Bye.
safe side.
That
now.
will
Lucius
fail.
is angry for definitely reasons involving Oster's well-being.
The
You should punch me. You'll die first.
I will.
the spikes 5, yeah, that fails. These spikes come down towards you, feel them barge down, and one of them goes straight through your shoulders and pins you to the ground. You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that seems about right.
And you are restrained.
Funny that.
Good luck, Tonaich.
Is this on my turn?
This is on your turn, yeah. This was a held action by Nildar, who now
Do
that
I get to make an action?
yes, you haven't taken your action yet. So now that Nildar has taken an action, he is
Visible.
super visible. So I'm just gonna
Très visible.
add him. But whilst I do that, feel free to let me know what you want to do.
I'm going to immediately command him to release.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's fucking you!
I'm enlarged also.
Hello, I'm also here.
He is not enlarged. There we go.
You small. Tiny.
Someone get a jar. We need to encounter this fellow.
Like a cup and a piece of paper. Yeah, I
Release back into
immediately.
the
I
water.
Yeah, we'll just put him outside.
Yeah, I immediately use command and just yell, "Release me!"
That's gonna be a wisdom save, right?
It is.
He's not that wise, right?
4.
No.
He uses his next action to flip the switch the other way.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll do that.
One of us' best moments.
Yeah, that was incredible. That was amazing.
He literally got stabbed and went, no.
Nope. And
Bad
Undo.
Bad prince.
Uno reverse.
Go back.
and look at that. It's Nildar's turn, so he's gonna go. Yeah. Okay. and
And that's his action.
That's his action.
that's his action. Yeah, cool. He just stands there looking and goes, "Wait, hang on, no, wait a minute."
I just give him the creepy fey grin.
And on his next set, he's gonna pull that lever again. You can clearly see,
Move
but
the fuck out of the way
next
before then.
yeah, for sure. So half your movement to get back up.
It's not my turn anymore.
No, you used your action. You haven't used your movement
Yeah.
yet. Oh yeah, you did. Oh, you moved in.
But I can't move because I'm pinned. He has to use his action on his turn to do what I told
Yeah.
him to do.
Totally.
I'd love to move,
No,
but I can't.
no.
You can't.
You
Fair
could've.
enough, Fair enough.
Could have got away with it.
Barrel.
No, like,
Hello.
I like bending the rules when it's possible.
I'm gonna move through the gate.
Spoken like every true fae.
10, 15, 20, 25,
25.
25, yeah.
Because I have tiny feet.
Yeah, you see Nildar across the room.
Cool. I didn't think this far ahead.
Go ahead and bolt that bitch.
I didn't think I'd get this far.
Yeah. God, do roll. Yeah, where is it? Where the fuck is going on? Oh,
And the G for
it's a level 1 spell,
It
idiot.
is.
Cool. Okay, that's good. We like those.
We like numbers.
We like numbers that are at least in double digits.
Yeah.
Where's my fucking spell stuff? 23 to hit.
Gonna do it.
That's very nice.
Cool. Oh my god. Let me press the button. 46.
46.
46.
He's dead.
So yeah, coming around the corner, scraping the hammer along the floor again, just
Yeah, maybe.
golf swing it. Those are numbers. That is all. Oh, okay.
Those
That's,
good numbers?
yeah.
You
Nice.
could possibly kill him outright.
No
Oh.
dice jail for you.
Okay. 15 points of radiant damage.
Okay, you're not kill him outright. But that's fucking good. That's
Yeah,
incredibly
three
fucking
threes and a 6.
Dope.
good. Oh yeah, that's really good. Cool. Yeah. So as
That's
you
my goal.
as you create a ball of sparks and flame from the floor, it shoots up in a kind of half upward arc, spirals through the air, and bashes Nildar back into the stone wall behind him, where a little crack appears in the stone where his helmeted head bounced into it.
Idiot.
Anything else?
No.
Slucious?
Right.
Slucious.
Slucious.
How much political trouble will be in if we kill the Prince of Duergar?
No.
Not.
Nah, not enough.
You know how
He's a
it
bitch.
be. So he's a little bit too preoccupied to lever. Is that the vibe I'm gathering?
No, that's
He
already
still
happened.
could.
He's gone on his next turn, but
Oh,
that's
okay,
past.
But he used his action to unlever
I
because
see,
I
sorry.
told him to.
Yeah.
Right.
And
gotcha.
we do what
So I can get through
Oslo
without
tells us
the.
to do.
Yeah.
One of those.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah,
That's
Lucy's
the
just
lowest
gonna wander on in and is just going to.
Can get to there if you want.
Yeah, I think so. How's he looking?
Not too good.
Okay.
He's looking. He's looking severely brought down a peg from that bolt.
Sweet.
You got advantage on it.
You do have advantage on
Yeah.
it.
Okay. In that case, I mean, I'll go off and hit him with my long sword, I guess.
You can't quite reach him.
Can't
No,
quite.
that's where you can get.
Oh, right.
That's as far as
I'm with you.
you can throw a dagger at him.
Yeah,
You
I
can
was-
make.
Well, that's
you can put
I could do
knives
more than one
in the
dagger.
square.
I do have a dagger.
Fill
Yeah,
that
I think I'm
square
gonna
with
use the
knives.
square that contains the leather and the prince. I'm gonna fill it with daggers. Yeah, daggers.
Fill that square with
Nice.
So is it a check on his turn?
It's a creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn
Yeah,
or
it just
starts
takes
its
it.
turn now.
Just takes it now. Okay.
Oh, on his turn. Takes it.
When he enters it for the first time.
Oh, no,
on
wait,
his
yeah,
turn,
it would be
so
now.
Yeah.
This is now because it happened.
Yeah,
now.
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
It's,
this
it's,
is
it's
yeah.
weird wording that always
It's-
makes
yeah.
every
Yeah.
DM go, wait a minute.
It's called the moonbeam
Wait.
effect. Oh,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
much.
That's not 10 feet. Get out of here. I have little AoE markers, but they're
Yeah.
not scaled for this map. So anyway, ignore that. Yeah, it's that square,
Do the damage.
and there are fucking knives in that square.
Cool. Is that rolling damage now?
Yeah, do it now.
D4s,
That sounds good.
Ooh. 5, 6, 7, 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing damage. Okay. Shut! What is this?
Yeah, maybe don't use the leather next time, dickhead. How about that? Don't stab my friend, maybe. Not very nice.
Not very nice. I'm sorry. Yield. Okay, fine. Fuck it. Yield.
Is he being honest or is he going to stab us in the back?
Step
Why
away
did you
from the
roll and find
leather.
out?
Yeah.
No! I know nothing. I need the dice jail. That's 8.
You believe him.
Shut
What do you
down.
all do when he does this? Do you guys hold off for a moment?
I would like to shove him away from the leather.
Okay.
Mm. I'm gonna be ready with the hammer in case he does a done.
In case he does a dumb one like that.
I'm holding an action for a done.
Holding an action for foolishness.
Okay, maybe. Okay, never mind.
Oh, he's back, he's back.
Okay, so you
No redemption for you.
None of you.
okay, so I assume before you go in, the knives relent.
I'm gonna kind of read the room and then, and then.
Right, cool. So you push him away. He doesn't like it, but he
Move.
goes along with it.
Where's the Chardolin?
Points over to the office.
Oh, okay.
Should have figured that out, really.
That makes sense in hindsight.
Who's going where?
I keep concentrating on Behm for as long as I can.
Are you going in the room,
I will.
or do you want to?
Oh yeah, I'm not
Watch
standing
him.
under the archway.
Good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna put myself
Do you want
in
to
the
watch him,
corner.
or do you want to get the Chardolin?
I don't care.
I'll go get the Chardolin.
Then
and
like-
hit the boy if he does something dumb.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I'm directly opposite corner to where you put me.
Ah.
Yeah, that's better.
Sounds good.
Further away from the Duergar murder prince.
I'm
Yep.
between him and the leather, so he can't run for it.
Yep. Yeah. He looks so fucked from those daggers, by the way. He looks like bent, like on his last legs.
Like one or two. hits.
Alright, fine. You've got the fucking Chardolin. Will you let me go?
Well, it depends if you'll let us go
I'm not in the room.
as well. That's kind of an important thing about the whole.
What will you do if we let you go?
Yeah.
Let's say we call it a draw.
Okay,
I get the
okay.
fuck out of here. I saddle up my ogre and we go. Oh.
Ah. Be safe in the other room.
I'll find some other way. And I'm gonna leave Icewind and never come back. You've taught me that much.
Bullshit.
That's much better, 25.
Go ahead and roll. Oh, I mean, okay. He can't succeed. I don't know why I'm wrong.
No.
Yeah, he's lying like a motherfucker.
Get him to tell you where what's his face's thing is in the mountains.
Here's the thing.
The spine of the world place, whatever he's called.
We know your friend told us about Sunblight's plan to kill everyone in 10 towns, so I'm not particularly amenable to the concept of letting you go. I'm also not particularly believing that you're just gonna fuck off and never come back, because is he Sunblight's son or cousin? Because I think
son, yeah, son.
I wrote down cousin for no reason.
Yeah, no, his
Because your
son.
dad's kind of in charge of this whole nonsense.
You are not dead.
Aye, fine, okay. Okay, I suppose I'll go back to Sunblight, the fortress. I don't call my daddy by his last name.
You just said daddy. Where is it? Where is the fortress? Show Tonaich on the map.
I'll get him out.
I assume you've just got one, like, all the time, everywhere.
Yeah,
Tonaich is our
Tonaich has,
cartographer.
Tonaich has so many maps. There's just various scraps of paper in her bag.
He goes up to it. And he points.
Damn it, 8.
Seems legit.
I'm gonna make a mark on it. Do I recognise this place at all?
Well, let
It's the
me
spine of the world.
show you.
Yeah, I know that.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me
Nope.
show you.
Oh, God.
Let me show you.
Hey.
He points. Right here.
Okay.
Alright.
Knowing the spine of the world, do I know anything about that area?
You know that it is. Make an intelligence.
Yes,
make
well,
a history check.
Where that Duergar stronghold.
Yeah, you know, it's the
Yeah.
stronghold.
You know the
Yeah,
stronghold?
she can.
The stronghold
What was it?
Duergar?
History check?
Duergar stronghold.
Right, true.
The poison made specifically to kill Cusco.
It is. It is particularly inhospitable and largely unexplored area.
Okay.
From what you know, there's just wilderness there.
Mhm.
Not even the Goliaths and the Orc touch it.
Yeah, you know what? That could potentially track. Gonna make a mark on the map where it is and make a little sign to be like, Duergar here, question mark.
Meanwhile, Baroth,
Hello.
you've been searching through the through Nildar's quarters.
Looking for Shardlin and goodies.
Shardlin and Goody.
Shiny.
Sweeties. No, yeah, shinies, that's what I mean.
Sweetie.
I don't think
Found a
Duergar have sweets. It's a lollipop, it's made of coal.
So on the desk, you find an object about this big, covered in cloth, and underneath the cloth you see a blue light emanating, and then the light fades, and then a gentle green light appears underneath the cloth, and then a pink light.
It's me.
And you see,
Pink and green, so
a lantern, clearly made out of Shardlin, slowly shifting colour.
Cool. Alright. Pick that up.
Along with that, on this table, there's also some writing implements, some quills, some piece of parchment, and 3 shards of Shardlin, about the size of daggers, like yay big.
Didn't have a lot.
So when we first picked this stuff up and we were like, this is a super rare metal.
It is, but these people have been specifically looking for it.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
also find
Oh.
a letter lying on this table, an opened letter.
3 Shardlin.
Would you like to read them out? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Lantern. Is there before we do that, just quickly, is there anything that looks in D&D world, what
Yes.
specifies something that someone has owned? Would the letter count? I'm thinking if we need to scry later.
Much later.
So much later. Yeah, no, that
No,
was.
scry, but or I don't know if it works with bone thing. Augury.
No, having something that someone had. Augury is like a, is this bad, is this good question.
I'm gonna say you could use this for the purpose of this. You could use a descry on Nildar because it's been given to Nildar. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that and I'll keep hold of that and I'll read it.
Okay.
Assuming I can.
You open. Yeah, it is in Dwarvish, which I assume you can read.
I fucking hope so.
Read?
Written in.
It's the only thing I can read.
It is. The text is as follows. Brother, you will find me in Easthaven. From this new base, the search for Shardalin continues. This town won't know what hit them. Long may our father reign over this dark land. Lots of love, Dearth.
Okay then. Yeah, I'll come out and join the rest of them with this.
Are you doing a general search of the room as well, though?
Oh wait, yeah.
You want stuff
Sniffling
sniffling around. You want
Stuff.
things.
Depends on how thorough of a search you're doing.
Very.
Very. Well, good you said that, because stuffed underneath the bedroll on the table, you see a coin pouch.
Coin pouch.
A coin pouch. A purse containing 24 gold pieces.
Holy fuck.
And 17 silver pieces.
Okay, adding that to the silver we found earlier.
That's the right on there.
Carrying the two.
What was the gold, sorry? 24.
This one's broke.
Yeah, completely.
But yeah, well. Let's get out of the room first. Jeez.
No!
I wonder how I'm using my magic to help you find your family.
The more you go on about it, the
No,
more
I
I'm
know.
just gonna keep it.
I'm
I'm not telling anyone. Nobody knows what I
That's
have.
gonna run off happily into the sunset with his axe beak.
Meanwhile, out in the chamber outside, Nildar goes, Right. Have I satisfied you enough? Can this humiliation end? Can I leave?
Well, since you're not going to leave Icewind Dale and go away forever, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go back to Daddy.
I don't like how he said that.
I think it was humiliating enough.
Yeah.
No, actually, I could do with more.
And do what?
Groveling by his feet and wallow in defeat, I guess. He's not gonna be happy.
I was really tempted to go up to him and say, "Hey, punch me," but then I realised that might kill him.
Also, it's definitely been a minute.
Yeah.
That would be
Well
the
done.
funniest interaction of just us quietly talking to him and you just like, hey, quick punch me! Okay.
To come out and was like, he might go back to his brother in Easthaven.
Brother in Easthaven.
You got a
you
brother
say?
in Easthaven.
I have got a brother in Easthaven. Found that, have you?
If it makes you feel any better, he probably won't be warmly welcomed,
Alright.
given such a hilarious failure. I mean, they only had a lantern and 3 shards.
No.
We had more than that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't like killing a man while he's cornered and weaponless. I think that's... It doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, it doesn't sit right, but also you're gonna cause more problems later, I can just tell.
No, can we stay on that for a bit? How the fuck can you explain that ogre out in the main keep then?
And also kind of like straightens the back and cracks their neck and kind of like leans in a bit uncomfortably close. That ogre was an undead monstrosity. And I hold the fucking line between what lives and what dies.
Oh, you're a rat bastard! And he's gonna clock you across the chin with his fist.
Okay.
It's just like, wrong!
That is 21 to hit.
That hits me.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it clocks you on the jaw.
Oh, I'm gonna retaliate. Let me roll initiative.
Okay.
Let me get in on this.
You're just gonna hash it out.
Yeah, cool. Let's roll initiative.
You couldn't have taunted him, Barth. You couldn't have gone in there and taunted
What
him.
is it with
Oh.
you wanting him to be
It would
hit?
have been really cool.
Are we joining in, or is it just these two?
I don't know. I don't.
The Duergar
22.
goes that
22.
took over
Two.
kind of goes.
What?
He rolled a 2.
Oh, I thought you also said 22, and I was
No.
kind of like, what?
Ooh, he could not do 22. Yeah, no, cool. Yeah, so
I can only just roll a 22. Right, fuck. I just put my hand on his shoulder and I do Toll the Dead.
Oh, yeah. Okay, and cons wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Saving throw. 4.
12.
What are you doing? You see the necrotic energy travel up, like from beneath his armor, up his throat and onto his chin. Boom. And he dies.
Sun and sky and rot and rain and return to the fucking dirt.
You're a bit scary sometimes, I'm gonna be entirely honest.
I do kind of love it though. I didn't say that out loud.
No, I heard that.
No, you heard nothing.
Right.
That would have been more problems
Oh.
down the line, and not gonna let him hit me.
No, that's fair. It's very fair.
That was very stupid of him.
She's just like, no, it's very fair. It's very fair. Looking about. It's very fair.
Okay, what?
I don't know.
No, I'm not asking you, I'm asking him!
It's fine. Next time I avenge, you avenge.
I don't know what's the problem?
Never mind. It would have been fun. Not that I find this fun.
What would have
I'm
been
putting
fun?
my foot in my mouth, everyone. Where are we going next?
What was it that got stolen? It was the goats, the
Pearls.
lantern, and the pearls. So
Right,
we've got
so we've
everything.
got everything.
Should let the goats out.
I'm just, I'm gonna lie his body out respectfully. Gonna close his eyes. I'm gonna put the hilt of his weapon in his hands.
His bed's in the other room, do you want to lay him on that?
I am not strong enough to pick up
No,
a.
but I am. Do you want me to put him on the bed?
He's fine. Here's where he died.
Okay.
I mean, it's a stone bed. It's pretty much the same.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We're gonna set fire to it.
No,
No, I don't.
he can rot.
Yeah.
Will he rot, or will he come back?
They're not allied with Laurel.
Well, no, but they are quite fond of her given she shrouded the blend.
And it doesn't necessarily require that they might be an ally after she's brought them back.
That's a good point. Yeah, burn him. Are we done in here?
Yeah, I'll say so.
You got the letter.
Yep, got the letter. We've got the goats are out there. We've got the pearls and we've got the lantern. How the fuck does it do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They did say it was like a pretty funky.
It's magic.
It's
Yeah.
going through my colours, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're
yeah.
all green today, right?
I am all green today, yeah. Sometimes I'm
You
pink
went-
and blue.
You also went purple and were mad
I
about it.
did, yes. It's, the purple one, it's good. It feels weird, and it only happens once, which the rest of the stuff is more useful.
And start tindering, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
Burning the bodies.
Gonna go out and let the goats out.
Yeah, you take a bit of time to finish up your business here. You release the goats, burn Nildar's body.
Are there like ties so we can take the goats back with us? Because goats are good for milk and meat.
If
Yeah,
not,
you
we
can.
find rope.
Yeah, you can fashion something in order easy enough to lead the goats with you out, and you do so back out into the cold and the snow, out once again into Icewind Dale.
Let's go find the dogs.
Yes.
Does Ulster currently have the highest kill count? Just curious. It's good.
The Barbarian.
Second.
You are second.
Am I second?
You are.
Yeah.
I
I'm
feel
only
like
one.
that's maybe wrong, but I don't know.
It's alright.
Or death cleric, or grave cleric.
Great,
or
though, yeah.
After walking back all the way to where the dog sled was parked, yeah, you find Jethra there waiting. She is alive and looks relieved to see you. Oh, good. I was about to start worrying.
Oh, you don't need to worry about us. We're just.
Nor that kind of.
What?
I mean, the prince.
Oh, I just didn't understand what you were saying.
No.
I couldn't understand you.
The fact that it kind of came out of nowhere
He's...
might be concerning.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's a later problem. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Point is, we've gotten through it.
Back to town,
Yeah.
Yep.
and you return to the familiar and welcome place of Caer Konig, as the after a very, very speedy ride through the dark day on the back of the sled dog, the dogs very happily drag you along. You return into the town. What's your first order of business? What do you do?
Giving the lantern back? Or giving things back?
Giving the
Yeah.
stuff back, yeah.
Yeah.
It was stolen. The pearls were stolen from.
From us, says
Yeah.
Jethra, and she takes the pearl and goes, "Thank you so much. I appreciate that."
Yeah.
Tell you what, any equipment you'll need, come by. We'll see if we can get you a bit of a discount.
That'd be great.
Amazing.
Cool.
Thank you.
And
Do you know whose goats these were? Or were they just kind of town goats?
goats are from the tavern, and the lantern comes from the inn.
Okay.
Right. So we'll give the goats back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do so.
They kind of stink.
They do a little bit.
We're not exactly smelling of fresh daisies over
the-
here either.
And they smell better than the
Half
zombie.
elf who ran the. Sorry, I interrupted you. There.
No, go on. I was saying that the ogre, the undead ogre, probably smelled bad as well.
Yeah.
True.
So the half elf who ran the drinking competition is very happy to see his goats returned. Happy to see you all alive as well after last time he saw you all.
After
Oh,
the
yeah.
drink, after the
After
drinking
much drunk.
competition.
I
Yeah.
forgot that was
Not
the
becau-
other thing that.
Not because we went to a Duergar stronghold, but
No,
because we
because we all
survived the
got
drink.
drunk.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
alcohol.
And the inn are delighted to get their lantern back.
Where did you get this from?
It's been with the inn for long before we came hold of it. We don't really know how it works or what it does.
Magic, I assume.
Yeah.
Do you want us to have a look? Might be able to figure it out.
I think we're. I mean, honestly,
Leave it in mystery.
I think we're fine because we'd rather not go without it. It kind of brings in a lot of the operations and a lot of the focus we get here.
I can see why. It's very shiny. Very pretty.
We're quite fond of it.
Is it made of shardling?
Give it back.
It is.
Balth, give it back.
If you keep it and they capture and kill us, they've got another piece of shard then.
Barroth very begrudgingly sort of just like puts it just down on the table.
You're like Bilbo with tipping the ring off.
Are you making wisdom saves every time you have to give away shard then?
No.
No.
Would I notice that moment with a
Would I notice that I've...
with a passive insight of 16 DM?
Yeah, I think you can see.
I wasn't
there's
being stealthy.
extreme hesitation in Barrel.
Yes.
Hands shaking as he.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, lovely.
That physically hurt to give that away.
Where did it hurt? Or was it just... all-
Just... And... Barroth walks out of the inn.
Okay. Yeah.
Not...
So we've been sleeping, but okay.
Yeah, but I just need to not be near it for a moment.
It's fine.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him out.
Yeah. See you around.
you.
Yeah.
Bye, thank
We'll
you.
probably maybe be back later.
Mhm.
I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, Barroth's just like got his like face in the snow, just like...
Come here.
What? Yeah. Mm.
I think you should give up the rest of the Shardlin now.
I don't think I can do that. Let's put it this way. If I'm already cursed, if pretty certain it's
No, this
No,
is
that's
it's
definitely
yeah
something.
it's eating away at the back of my head. All that handing it over is going to do is going to maybe get someone else.
I was more thinking of getting rid of it.
And they have ways of finding this stuff. If we get rid of it, they're just going to get it.
Can you destroy it?
Do I know if I can destroy it?
Can you tell me how to destroy it?
I'm gonna say no, you don't.
Okay.
Because you already rolled checks on how to figure out shuttling. You
Yeah.
can break it up into smaller pieces, but destroying it, that's in the way that you can't like how do you destroy iron?
Yeah.
You can break it up, but
Didn't we have a conversation about like storing it in something? What was the
In a
the
lead
consensus?
box.
Lead box would be the
Yeah,
thing.
lead box
right.
would be
Okay.
the thing.
Which we did find, but was expensive. Oh, by the way, yeah. You probably need this. That's 24 gold and 90 silver.
19.
19.
No, you had. It was 17 from that one, and then the other had like 83 silver or something when we went and
Holy
you
shit!
did find some silver as well. Yeah.
in the other room.
Okay,
I don't have the figures here, but I assume you.
It was 83 that we found in the barracks, and then he had 24
Right.
gold and 19 and 17
right,
silver.
okay,
Righty.
how about I keep the gold and y'all can split up the silver, because I don't actually need that much money, I just want to be able to pay for my own dinner again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
just
take the 23 gold and...
We can take 30 silver each.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we remember how much the lead box was? It was like 50 gold.
It was a decent amount.
I don't
Was it
remember.
more?
Well, especially we're going to need one that's big enough for all of what we've found.
I mean, I can mould it into smaller because at the moment it's in the form of 3 chunks and a warhammer.
Oh yeah.
What did you do with the pieces from the cult?
They're all in this,
Okay,
in the warhammer.
right.
Felt easier to consolidate it.
Could you cut it with another metal?
I mean, it can be
Like,
forged
if-
into stuff.
But that's the thing. Like, if you made an alloy with it, would that
Oh,
make it less
reduce a
potent?
bit. Yeah.
Like, if it's not pure
need-
shardlin anymore?
I mean,
You need a proper forge, surely.
I
to-
don't
He might not.
know. Depends if it can be made into an alloy.
This would be your area of expertise.
Yeah.
It would, but I've already done the check for it, so I don't know if I would know if it can be. If it could be made into an alloy, and 2, if that would anyway dull its effects. I don't think it would.
It can probably be turned into an alloy. You can ascertain that that's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it would alter effect.
I mean, it's the same amount of shardlin, you just added iron to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or something else.
Yeah.
So lead box might be best option.
Lead
Yeah.
box, or we keep gathering what we can so they don't get it, and then we find someone who actually
Are you
does.
saying that because they need to not get it, or because
You
you want
want it.
more of it? You can say both.
I want to say both because I
Yeah.
don't trust myself,
That's fair.
but I would really prefer it if you didn't try to take it off me because I don't know what I'll do.
At least you're honest.
Cool.
It feels like an addiction.
It's sounding like one.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
It's not.
It's not the word I would have used.
No.
But
How
you're-
much insight do you have? I mean, I'm guessing. I take it this is the first time that you've noticed this
It's the first time I've had to
reaction.
actually give some up.
You gave little pieces to us
For
the
the next,
pendants.
but I think I knew I was going to get that back.
And we were staying close.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's something that I'm
We're
not.
going to leave that.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep, we are. We are absolutely going to
we're
leave that.
going to leave that.
We're going to leave that. We're never going to see it again.
Yep.
I've got loads. It's fine.
But you want more.
No, don't.
No, I'm stating a fact. He
Mm.
wants
Mm.
more. If we find more, he's going to take it.
We need to
Yeah.
find someone who can
Break
fix
curses.
this.
I've seen someone cast the kind of spell that'd be needed to purge this. I'm not strong enough yet.
No, me neither.
Would anyone back home?
You didn't really know anyone in the Dwarven Valley apart from your family.
No, the only people who know enough about it really are Duergar and dwarves who spent time with Duergar and studied them. I don't know if there's a library or something in Icewind Dale. There's not. It's not.
Easthaven
A
would be
particularly
the
scholarly
first to
place,
go.
is it?
It's the biggest city in it.
Oh shit! We should go warn Easthaven.
Oh, yes.
What sort of time of day is it, dear? If we set out for the mountain as early as possible,
You did. You probably have about half the day left, so it's probably around
we could
1.
probably make it to Caer Konig and sleep in a castle without any expenses tonight.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
how that went down.
Nope.
I need to make it clear I didn't. I don't like killing. But I don't think I always have a choice.
I think in that situation, if we let him go, he was going to be a problem later.
Big time.
The fact that we've killed him is going to be a problem later. There's no win in that.
Yeah.
We've killed a member of the Duergar royal family. That is going to come and bite us in the ass. If we let him go, he could have told... I don't fucking know.
No, I know all the reasons. I was
It would've been
thinking
an issue.
all of them when we were in the sled.
Mm.
Oster, you hear the wind in your ear, and you're probably imagining it, but the ice-cold wind that's blowing in your ear, you almost make out one word. Cruelty.
Is this Oster or is he?
Can be both.
Both is good. You've gone white as the snow. What the fuck? You okay?
Yeah. DM, I know all the words, but they're far back in my book. Can you tell me the whole oral thing? It's cruelty, preservation, something.
Isolation, preservation, endurance, and cruelty.
Is it you? Are you already?
Well,
Psych, Oster's been a cleric to oral the entire
plot twist.
Cut to 5 levels later when that's the twist.
I'll make a TikTok.
It's a TikTok.
Y'all remember when we joked about this? Well, jokes on you.
Yeah, we kept doing that
Don't make
in
jokes.
Candlekeep to the point where it became a problem because we kept guessing the plot twist.
Anyway, back into it.
I think we all need
Hang on.
a break.
Yeah, but he's just got what?
No, I'm fine.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
No,
fine.
don't bullshit. What just happened?
I am very tired and I did something that I don't like today and my imagination is playing silly bitches with me.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
We need a break.
Do you... I have spent 18 years as a country herbalist and in the span of a week I killed my childhood abuser. I became some kind of fucking folk hero to a bunch of people I hardly know. And I murdered a man in practically cold blood in that fucking keep. So no, I'm not alright. But I will be. And that is about as much as I'm willing to give you.
Okay.
DM, how far away from somewhere with trees?
Somewhere with trees. Ooh, you're shit out of
Yes.
luck. I mean, you can
Yeah.
find, if you go kind of outside the perimeters of the town, like maybe like 2 minutes out of town, you can find something that might pass for a tree. A little miserable twig that sticks out of
Found a
the.
stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna find the miserable stick sticking out of the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Barrett is somehow sweating.
It's just gonna like cautiously just like pack snow on Barrel's head, just
What
forehead.
are you doing?
You need this. Don't question me right now, okay? Okay, buddy.
Why did you keep telling them to hit me?
Don't worry about it. Just feel the snow.
Izzy
Okay. Gonna
thinks
be
Lucius should explain, but
fine.
Oster is not paying any attention.
Okay, I'm good. That's actually very cold.
There we go.
If we want to make it to Caer Konig, we need to set up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 10 minutes.
Shoot.
Okay.
Can I go?
I'm gonna watch him.
Okay.
Can I go sell the round of crap? Sorry.
Yes, let's do shopping in a bit though.
Oh yeah.
What do you do
Yeah,
out by your tree?
When you say a miserable twig, is it literally just like a miserable twig, or is it like the trunk but no branches kind of vibe?
No, it's more that like it's about this tall, and it's about this thin, and it's just like this scrawny little horrible thing that sticks out, kind of shaking in the wind.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down with my back against it, and I'm gonna gloves still on because I'm not an idiot, but I'm gonna dig my fingers down through the snow until I can touch dirt, even if it's frozen dirt.
Yeah.
And I am going to just repeatedly pour the mending cantrip into this tree.
Okay.
Just like every minute for 10 minutes, I'm just going to pour the mending cantrip into this tree through its roots. I know it's not exactly what the spell is for,
No.
but it's an Oster kind of move.
Yeah.
I love it. I really love it. And as you do, after these 10 minutes, it doesn't necessarily, restore life to this tree, but some order is restored. As you look up, you see one branch that's just flopping in the wind, that's almost hanging on by a thread, suddenly goes, snaps back into place as the fibers of the tree mends itself. And after these 10 minutes, this tree has rooted itself a little bit more. It's a little bit stronger against the wind. A little more powerful.
I know I am very far from you. I know I strayed a long way. I know I can't come home anytime soon. Don't let her have me. Please don't let her have me. I would rather have every tree in the world for a god than one actual fucking god. I'm just gonna keep casting the spell.
Very good. So meanwhile...
Shopping time.
Shopping time!
Shopping episode.
Stunning, by the way. Very good. Yes, so... Yes, you can go and sell some shit. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go and do some shopping, you can do so.
When we're out on the street, if we're in sight of the lantern, I am keeping between it and...
Yes.
Is it on the inside or the outside of the inn?
It's
On the
outside,
outside.
to like pull travellers in.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I'm
it's
using-
gonna pull somebody in.
I'm using my height and your height to try and block you as best as I can.
Yeah.
So if you go to Frozen Far Expeditions, what are you selling? Your daggers?
I got 3 daggers.
Yep.
Got a wood carver, whatever that is.
Selling wood carving tools.
It's got wood.
Oh, it's wood carving tools, yeah.
Hello! Don't put me back in the bag!
And I have fishing bait.
This is very cool. I keep
yeah.
an
Fishing bait, we can
extra
Fishing tackle, yeah.
Yeah. Can you fish?
We might need to at some point.
You can fish.
Also can fish.
Do you have a fishing pole? We've got tackle, and that's it.
Oh. I thought tackle included a pole.
Yeah, it's like you've got fishing equipment.
Oh!
The whole of fishing equipment is called tackle.
Alright.
Essentially, you found the item that unlocks the fishing minigame.
We already played the fishing minigame. We got attacked by a dinosaur.
You did, it was fun.
We fish with the looses.
It
Yeah.
was me!
Just the 3 daggers, and unless anybody wants wood carving tools. Would Oster like wood carving tools?
I think Oster would be interested, but Oster's not here, right?
Yeah, I'll hold on to
true.
the wood carver tools just in case, but I want to sell the daggers. We don't need daggers, we've got plenty of
We've
wood.
got
And I can make
Everybody
more.
has a dagger.
I can make more.
With
if we need
the
to.
as you're passing the daggers over, Lucius is just going to be like, "Oh, can I have a quick look?"
Sure.
Mm.
You doing your fucking thing again.
What else is distort value for?
What else is this spell I have for? What else is it for?
You're gonna get us in so much trouble.
You're casting Crowd of Daggers in this
No, just casting distort value.
Interesting.
Oh, here's more daggers, here you go.
Try and sell the daggers from 5 daggers.
I can only do it on one of them, I'm guessing, because
Wait,
it's
how
an
many
object.
How many spell slots do you have?
I don't know, I have 3. How many daggers do you have?
3.
Is it concentration?
No.
It just
Okay.
lasts
It
8
only
hours.
lasts a minute though.
No, it lasts 8 hours.
Takes
You're
a minute
right,
to
it
cast.
Takes a minute to
pass.
cast.
I'm a
Cast.
fool.
Sorry, the like
Yes.
dissonance of going from Oster having a very important moment to Lucius
Lucius
just like
swindling.
Yeah. fucking over. The nice people of Frozen Fire Expedition.
These people who
Poor,
were
the poor people of
they were
Icewind.
already giving
I
us a
know.
discount.
We're poor as well.
So,
It's
what
like,
do you distort the value to?
To higher, so double the object's perceived value.
Sure.
Double its perceived value.
Yep. And it's just gonna be like,
Okay.
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah,
Are you doing that with the other 2 daggers as well?
but
Okay.
Twice as much
One
money
of
out of
them.
those.
Okay.
For like a minute at a time, just kind of. Yes.
Gareth isn't very perceptive, so he's probably just going to be like, okay. Fucking will do.
As you hand them over, the grandma goes, "Oh, blimey! This is good. I'm not a Duergar. Oh wow, this is really good craftsmanship."
Is it?
Yeah,
I suppose the word Duergar, that is kind of what they're known for.
probably.
Should I
Yeah.
say that out loud?
Oh, dwarven craftsmanship like this, 2 gold apiece.
Sure. Yep. Sure.
Really good. Yeah.
Take it.
Thank you. Okay.
Fair enough.
There's no save, right? To tell.
there is.
Oh, there is. Okay. Well,
Intelligence
then.
investigation against
Investigation.
my spell save DC.
Anyone examining the object, which they will.
Oh yeah,
They're
I mean,
selling it
if
to
they're-
them.
yeah.
I don't know if they know they've been deceived, or
Um,
they can just tell its true value.
they just tell the true value.
Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, the old bloke who's running this shop. It's not Jathra. It's another guy,
Ooh.
Atanas, who's
Intelligence investigation.
investigation. I need to find his bloody stat book. There we go. Investigation.
You never found out about why the fucking mushroom things with the.
Myconoids.
Myconoids.
They mean they came from
Oh
the.
yeah, the shrooms.
They came from the Underdark. So I assume they were brought up
They just came with the princess.
from the Underdark.
21.
Yeah.
Natural
that's
20
fair.
for a 21.
Never mind.
Whatever.
Oh, actually, no. What am I talking about there? Nah, sorry, they've got quite a lot of flaws on them, quite a lot of dents, quite a lot of cuts. But I mean, they're usable daggers. They're good daggers. Yeah.
Fine with me.
One gold piece each. Is that fine?
Yep, sure.
There you go. Hands over 3 gold pieces.
Lucius is just like turning around looking at stuff, but like if you would assume he's kind of like sulking.
There's one for Tonaich.
Thank you. Thanks. Is that a gold piece?
The gold piece, yep.
Okay. I'm assuming-
One for Baroth.
Yeah.
And one for Oster. You sneaky shit.
I didn't do nothing. I was looking at the daggers.
Stop trying to swindle
Would you
people.
like money or not?
Do it to the pricks. When you did it to the other dude, the innkeeper, that was fine.
That was funny.
He was a dick.
It was
Yeah.
very funny.
These people are nice.
Yes. They also haven't got much to give.
So you can have
We.
another gold when you get back.
Oh right, I'm gonna put that in now.
Yeah,
we
might
get
as well.
later.
And they are offering 5 silver for the woodcarver's tools.
I'll hang on to that for the moment, just in case Oster wants them.
Oh,
I'm not proficient, but like.
No, but it's a thing.
to have
It's a
them.
tree
you can
thing.
use them.
Yeah. And I mean, I've already got fucking masons, smith, and jeweller's tools. I don't need any more.
I've got to cut off the
I have herbalism.
I'm too many tool things.
Are you doing anything else in town before you head off for Caer Konig?
Don't think so.
Are you shopping anything?
I mean, did we want to check out? Oh no, that was.
This is the shop,
that
yeah,
was-
yeah.
Okay, what have they got?
Well, they've got adventuring gear. So basically,
I would,
if you look in the player's handbook on the big adventuring gear
have
page,
they got rations?
they do have rations.
I would like to up my rations. I want 2 rations.
Okay. You can get 2 rations at page 550 in the player's handbook if you want to have a look at what they've got. You can get rations. They're giving you for 4 silver pieces
Each or
per ration. Yeah.
per ration. Cool.
I'm good for the moment.
I'm good for
Yeah.
I only need the shatterling. I can eat the shatterling.
You should.
And this was the only like shop type shop, wasn't it? And, like, yeah.
Can you buy potions here?
You can buy potions of healing. They have a handful of them. In fact, let me tell you how many.
I can make them slowly, gang. But like.
I'll stop
I found one in the barracks as well, so we've got
Okay, so we've got
2.
we've got 2. So each cleric is currently holding a potion, and you know where that potion is if the cleric happens to go unconscious when the other cleric is also
It's just
unconscious.
dangling
The
off
healing
my back.
potions are located here. And here on the card.
In the event of a lack of cleric, please administer a potion to the other cleric before dealing with yourself.
They do have one healing potion for 40 gold.
Oh, that's a discount.
That would be all of my money.
Nope.
Nope, we're good. Thank you. That's very kind, but
No
we're good.
No worries. Okay.
I'm going to convert this garnet into gold because I keep forgetting it's there.
Oh shit, yeah.
So,
I've still got my topaz for tourmaline for emergency.
So actually, that's 51.
stop me if there's, unless there's anything else. I'll say that you wrap up your business here in Caer Konig. You set off on the road.
Can we say goodbye to the Dragon Ball?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Of course
Say
you
goodbye
may.
to Trovus.
Yeah.
Tell him we fixed everything.
Absolutely, you may.
Yeah.
You find Trovus sat with a flagon in hand at the inn. And as you enter, he goes, "Ah ha ha! Those are some heroes coming back triumphant! Round of drinks for the heroes of Caer Konig."
We're not staying. We're not
No,
staying.
we're not staying that long, but
Okay.
I'll take one for the road.
Fair enough, fair enough.
put one in the flask for barrel.
One in the flask of barrel, that's on my tab, okay? That's on my tab.
Hefty tab.
I've must say it's really nice to know that you were dealing with this problem, so that whoa, you downed that like a champion.
Yep.
Talented.
Covering up other alcohol. That's a healthy addiction. No.
No. It's very nice, very nice.
No
No,
question.
thank you.
More than welcome.
You are welcome.
So, the board, you're very welcome. Don't know how it went.
Everything's sorted. Hopefully you won't have any more thefts in the immediate vicinity.
There's no Duergar up in the stronghold anymore.
Brilliant.
They ran away.
You do got a new stronghold up there.
They all
so
ran
you know.
away. All of them ran away.
Okay.
Jethro knows where it is if you want to try and I don't know, clear it out.
I'll speak to her. We'll go up there. We'll do something really cool with it.
I forgot who we were talking to for a minute. I was like, don't do it, be careful. Oh, it's... Yeah, Travis.
Never mind.
He'll be fine, Travis.
Travis will be fine. Travis has plot arm.
If Travis dies, we riot.
Show us a
Yeah, about the
forward.
first NPC. No, actually, if Nimsy dies, I riot.
If Nimsy dies, I
If Nimsy's,
stay on for extra.
If Nimsy's child dies, I riot.
Okay, a child death, yeah. Let's
Yeah,
avoid
yeah,
that,
I
yeah.
can't remember what the kid was called, but it was something adorable and stupid.
Oh yeah, I forgot as well.
Fluffy.
Got
glitch.
it.
Bink
in
or
mind.
something.
Yeah, it was something very
Bink
cute.
Scoop. Oh no, wait, that was the...
Scoop!
Was it Scoop?
It was Scoop!
I couldn't remember if that was the child or if that was one of the fucking
No, it's
tallest
Scoop,
people in the
yeah.
world.
We
The
lost
Star
Scoop.
Wars character, Bink Scoop.
Bink Scoop.
Adorable.
Clag,
Yeah.
blep, and clack.
I wish you lots of joy and adventure and excitement on your journeys.
Same to you.
Thank you.
I like him.
He's
He
decent.
tried to glass you yesterday.
I like him. And apparently you would have liked him a few hours ago as
No, it
well.
wouldn't have worked. It's gone now. I never come back.
Yeah.
Might never see those guys. But no, it's fine, you know. It's fine.
I don't know what this is.
This is Cat.
You can keep rolling those dice, my guy.
Lucia's just kind of like holding, like flicking the compass around, just kind of like.
If the next time we get into a fight and you roll that, you're gonna be so fucking excited.
I'm gonna be like on edge.
Okay.
And they're gonna hit me, so.
We
Yeah.
say goodbye to Trovus.
You say goodbye
Yeah.
to Trovus.
And we
and
head
make
back
tracks.
towards Caer
Caer
Konig, because that's where we can sleep for free.
Everyone
Yeah,
needs a
exactly.
goddamn nap.
Are you just staying the night in Kedenval? There's no no business to be.
I mean, we might say
Done
hi
there.
and make sure everyone's doing okay, but we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just because I don't. Yeah, and
Quick
yeah.
password.
Unless you want to, unless you don't want to, I'd rather.
We can go through
We'll
it.
montage through it. So
Montage.
you
Montage.
spend the
Montage.
day traveling to Kedenval. You spend the night, a lovely free night's rest with plenty of food. Everyone there welcomes you back with open arms. They're very happy to see you.
Yeah,
As the town
Cool,
is beginning
bye.
to rebuild. And the next morning, you awaken, having had a long rest, refreshed
Oh yeah, shit.
and
Yeah.
happy.
I've been on 14 hit points for hours.
And you set off on the 9-hour journey that will take you to Easthaven. And it is a long journey. It is an arduous journey. But because you are on the road, on one of the main roads, the dice are in your favor, you are untouched by encounters. Other than odd critters, you are left alone.
It's like you flicking a squirrel.
And
Like Master feels it die and just
and
We're not killing squirrels.
you head off in the morning, near the end of the day, as the aurora begins to appear over the sky.
That's the noise auroras make, guys.
A sprawling town is before you, the size of Bryn Shander or Targos, but without walls. It looks like it sprung up on the shores of this lake and then just grew and grew and grew and grew. This is Easthaven, and we will explore Easthaven after the break.
Beasthaven.
Beasthaven. Thank you to everyone joining us.
Hello.
We've got 6 brilliant viewers. It's so lovely to have you all here. Thank you so much to M Barton 2020 for subscribing for 2 months. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Max.
We really appreciate that.
Also me.
Yeah, it's also you. There's no update for you.
Oh, that's because I did it last week.
Oh, that'll be it. Then, yeah.
Thank you last week.
But nobody did!
Nobody did. Thank you, Izzy, for helping us.
If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free. You just have to remember to re-up it every month because for some reason they're like, maybe they don't want D&D subscriptions anymore.
Wait,
Which is
imagine
silly.
being that person.
Imagine being that
Like,
person
that's really
who doesn't
silly.
want D&D subscriptions. Please.
Such losers you are. Then
I know.
subscribe. What the fuck? But we will see what goes on in this.
Let's not neg the people.
In this
that
time.
are
You're
friends.
fucking
huge.
No,
Let's not
we
do
love you
that.
very much. We love you all so much. And that's the wrong. Okay, we are going to leave it there. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're not back. We're back! Thank you so much for sticking with us, and hope you had a lovely, lovely break. We certainly did. Yeah, we're gonna jump back into the episode. So, let me just move that over here. All right, so you wander into Easthaven amongst the many streets, and yeah, this town has a special air over it. The houses are a little bit more, not ramshackle, but they look almost temporary, except they've been here a long time. It ties into something you know about Icewind Dale. It started out, as a frontier where people came to seek their fortune or to get away. And Easthaven still feels like a boom town from Icewind Dale's past that never really lost that feeling. There's a feeling of new industry, of bright futures, but also of everyone for themselves. You walk past a surly-looking dude who's got his arms crossed, staring at you from underneath the hood. Nose up.
Is that how you do that?
That's definitely how you do that.
Give a little nod back and it's all good.
Sure, take your word for it.
So it's
I'm a
like
professional at this one.
people who've lived here for like 3 generations, but their houses are made of like multiple layers of cardboard.
Kinda, yeah. Like it
So they've
feels like
added
a
a roof.
snow-covered western town.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what you're walking into here. And you walk past a couple of signs which seem like official notices reading, "Watch thy pouch," and a little explanation underneath that says, "To visitors, remember that pickpocketing is legal in Easthaven."
Right?
What?
I'm going to assume that all of my stuff is many layers deep in like 7
Yeah.
cloaks,
Cool.
but
Yeah.
Lucius is just like, whatever he can, tucking more deep.
And then I think
Everything in deep pockets.
I think Leosta has a cloak that like goes full circle. You can't see their arms when they're inside the cloak, and it's just kind of gonna take the pouch from their belt and put it on the inside pocket of their inside shirt.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm putting all my stuff inside my skin. No one can get it there.
And at that point, you hear intense screaming from a couple of streets over. Intense, visceral screaming of a man in horrible pain.
Yeah, I think we run towards that, and Asta starts jogging.
Yeah, alright then.
Gonna run.
Yeah.
Quick question. Looking around,
I
are
guess
people
we could-
reacting to this as if this is a normal occurrence, or as if it's like, oh shit, someone's screaming?
Well, you do that. There's not a whole lot of people around.
Okay.
As you look around, that dude nodding, kind of the only person for a long, long while.
What's their reaction? Or are they outside now?
Just kind of looks around, goes back in.
He nods.
Are you running towards it?
Yeah, I'm running towards it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You follow the sounds to the center of town, large square. And this is a proper town, so this square has some businesses around it, and there's a large building that looks like a kind of town hall, several stories, and looking quite official. And of course, right at the center of this square, you see a large crowd, all gathered
Oh.
around a
You again.
burning pyre with someone tied at the stake.
Well,
These visceral screams coming straight from the center of the fire.
That'll be it then.
Is he's still screaming?
He's still screaming.
Who are you going to cast
They are.
silence?
No.
Okay.
I think they were gonna end this.
I'm going to end his suffering. I'm
Okay.
going to toll the dead.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I thought you were going to do silence, and I was like,
No,
Maybe a little bit
I'm
battles.
going to make it faster
Yes.
so that he doesn't have to burn to death.
yes.
Fair enough. Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
At
At
disadvantage because
at
he's on
disadvantage
fire.
because he's
fire.
kind of in distress.
That's a success, isn't it?
19.
He can choose to fail.
He doesn't know what it is.
Oh.
No, yeah, he just feels this alien force coming into his mind as he screams more and more. You can try again if you want.
Once more, I was just gonna try just one more time. It's not a noise. I'm trying to make his mind go quiet, so he doesn't have to feel it anymore. If
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. And then it's a 10.
that fails.
Cool.
Do I need to roll a d12 on a man who's already on fire?
Not really. As you send out this wave of necrotic energy, you just snuff the light out. Instantly, the screams go and stop as you see his head. What the bare, like what you can see of his head and the pointed hat pointing out of the fire flame just nod forward.
Pointed hat like a wizard hat.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Oh yeah, there were wizards in Easthaven, weren't there?
Yep.
Barrel's just gonna like pat him on the shoulder.
I think Oster will probably grab your hand and like hold it there for a second. It doesn't feel like the kind of day where death is a mercy, but I think today death is a mercy.
I think so.
Sometimes it is.
If there's any chance it can be used, I think now is the time.
This is new to us, isn't it?
We've seen people put out in the snow before.
Yeah, we haven't seen people burn.
They've got their
burned
own
at
way
the
of
stake.
doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But is this?
I think we did hear about this though.
Is this people making a sacrifice for oral, or is this a different thing?
Yeah.
Hard to tell. You can just see these people looking around and they are a little bit, they suddenly go a little bit, oh, when the sound shouting just stopped. If you look around the crowd, most of the thing you ascertain, they enjoy being around something warm.
Oh.
If I have to talk to any of these people, I might hurt someone, so I'm gonna.
We don't have to investigate.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think we should know.
Maybe there's
Whoa, you're a funny looking bunch, aren't you?
I'm wearing a hood over my face.
Like pulls
you
it
can't
from-
even see how funny I look.
Yeah, you can't even see how
This is
fucking
true.
Yeah.
This is.
But I do have
true.
weird, like backward bending legs.
Yes, you do.
so-
Yeah. And you're also laden with weapons. aren't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not.
Very
No,
nice.
you're not.
Is this the what do they call it?
Oral sacrifice.
Lottery.
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 It is the oral sacrifice. This fellow is a very, very bad man. Has been sentenced to some very serious crimes, and we thought we'd.
Kill two birds with one
I wasn't
stone.
going to say that
Mm,
because
Mm.
it's a bit morose.
What did he do?
Burning a man alive, I think morose is appropriate.
Mm.
Perchance, he slew a band of adventurers in cold blood. Like I said, unpleasant man.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So there's not a lottery system.
Oh, there is, but
Oh,
we thought this month we'd forego it and
I see.
sacrifice him to oral. I'd rather do that than offer up one of the fine citizens here in Easthaven.
Offer up, are you the speaker?
No, I'm the captain of the guard.
I hate that makes a bit of sense.
No, it does.
Oh.
Alagath. And she pulls her hood away, and you see a quite young, like mid-30s half elf.
Mid-30s is young.
For a half elf, yeah.
Shut your mouth!
I am the captain of the guard.
I'm all 40 years old.
Are you having a moment about turning 30 this year?
No. Shut up.
Because it's not happening.
Me too, bro, but I'm not having a moment about it.
No. Maybe because I've got someone constantly in my ear telling me how old I am.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, fucking baby.
Now, sorry if I'm presuming. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You don't happen to be the fine fellows who reopened the mine in Tourmaline, who saved the woods of Lonelywood and cleansed Caer Konig of an evil cult.
Ah, fuck.
Word travels quick.
Technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you should know
Yes.
that.
No, sorry, what was her name?
Icewind Dale.
Argalath.
Argalath.
Let me. Arlagath.
Yeah.
Yes, we beat them, I guess.
Yeah.
We did those things.
Well, I'm impressed. You've gotten a lot done in the last couple of weeks, haven't you?
Certainly done
Yeah,
some.
we have. It hasn't been that long, has
Really?
it?
It's how long has it been? A couple of weeks?
5 weeks at this point.
Less.
Well, roughly.
More. I have a very bad idea of time. When I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
We started in December, but in real, but within the game, I think it's somewhere between 4 and 5 weeks.
Most of that's been traveling.
A lot of that's
If one
been
of you
traveling.
in chat can track how long it's been, we'll offer you a piece of merch. We'll figure it out.
We don't have much.
We'll
yet.
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure out the merch and then
We'll find you a whole dragon and post it to you.
There you go.
I'm not like a fucking dragon.
Wagon.
Well, I
You
must
will
say
have
I'm
that graft
very.
issue.
Yes, you will. You definitely will. I must
That's
say
about
I
it
am.
for now.
I'm delighted that you stumbled into our little town. We're in a bit of a dire straits, and we are in need of some people who are good with magic or weapons.
touch and go when it comes to
Yeah,
us.
it depends what day it is and how the winds of fate are feeling.
Oh, I understand that, my friend. Same with me. Some fishers out on Lac Dinnershire went missing about a 10-day ago. They went out with their boat and they never came back, and families have been asking for them. We're getting quite worried.
Right.
We'll pay, of course. We'll pay. Our funds are a little tight at the moment, so
Case everywhere, don't worry.
cannot pay you with money. However,
Room and board.
that is another way of saying money, I'm afraid. I might be able to snag something. What I'm referring to is we recovered some magic items from this fellow, and points over to the burning wizard.
Oh, I thought you meant the dude who nodded at us for a minute. No, that makes more sense. Yeah.
It's just a guy behind. Hi.
Alright, they look pretty useful, and you might be able to. I'll happily grant you one of them if you find at least what happened to them.
We can certainly have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well, yeah.
Where'd they go out to again, sorry?
Lac Dinnershire, so and point out to the enormous lake that Easthaven lies on the shore of.
Turn slightly to the left and it's just a lake. It's like,
Well, oh.
I think Baroth, you hear in your head from Oster's psychic rock.
you think I do?
You think you do.
Oh.
You hear. Should we tell them about the dwarves and the Chardelin heist?
Yeah, I was planning
Yeah.
on. We didn't actually quite stumble in. We
We talk somewhere away from a
yeah.
crowd.
Yeah.
We're happy to look into that for you, but we also have something quite dire that we'd quite like to talk to Captain of the Guard about as well.
Why don't you follow me and walk towards the town hall? You following?
Yeah.
It's just like, can we go somewhere quiet? No, I want to go the other way.
At least had burgers.
Cool. Yeah, you follow them up the. Jeez. Up the ramp to the
I
front
wouldn't have
door.
noticed if you had said something.
I'm polite.
Pearly.
I'm polite, don't you know? Nilda's gonna pop up again.
Oh, God.
Nilda.
Back.
Tell you what, I'm gonna get rid of him so he doesn't
He's
pop up
going
again.
back.
Bye.
Oster keeps seeing him in the...
Oh, we have to just take this. He's like, hello.
But no, yeah, you see East.
Oh, that's like means death,
And walk into the.
God, it's a big place.
It's a pretty big place. Walk into Easthaven Town Hall. And in this town hall, you see a large entry hall, 2 stories with a balcony. And emerging from one of the doors on the upper balcony, you see a...
The dice broke.
The dice are free.
Jailbreak!
No, it escaped.
I mean, maybe that means you should try them again.
Yeah, they've earned their freedom.
They broke out. They went.
Broke out.
You see a man in his 50s, roughly, sat in a wheelchair, who goes down one of the ramps that have clearly been built on top of the stairs in this town hall. He looks up at you all coming in and goes, "What the hell? Didn't I tell you they'd come by? I told you, didn't I, Captain? I said we'd see some real heroes here in Easthaven pretty soon. Pleasure to meet you all.
Thanks.
Daneth is my name, Daneth Whalen, but you just call me Daneth. Speaker."
Yes, I assumed.
Yeah.
If they're in a wheelchair and they've got their own designated ramps, we can assume it's the speaker. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, pleasure.
Wish it was on.
Better terms.
Yeah.
At better times.
Yes.
Oh dear. Is there something I should know about?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
A little bit.
So, do either of you read Dwarvish?
I mean, school dwarvish, yeah.
Okay, well, I might as well just read it out to you. We found this letter. I'll just let them know basically what we found,
Okay, yeah.
rather than relaying the whole thing word for word. Just be like, they're doing stuff in Easthaven. It's all shit.
Are we telling them that?
Not about the
Not
dragon.
the dragon.
Are making a Shardolin dragon?
No, just that there's Duergar and that they are looking for Shardolin for bad reasons.
Right, cool, okay.
Bad people.
And
Maybe
they're
not.
killing people for Shardolin.
Killing people. Maybe won't mention the Shardolin dragon because that's just going to make things more.
We don't mention
Yeah.
the Shardolin dragon, but we tell them pretty much everything else.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa, okay. Well, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
What is Shardolin?
It's
It's a metal. It's a potentially demonically cursed metal.
and it
We got anything like that around
it
here?
tunes well to magic, but is also it's also cursed.
it's black, it's faintly... It looks like iron, but with like a slight sparkle to it.
Well, I don't think we have any... Oh shit.
Nah.
You want to follow me? And he turns around and goes through
wanna
one of
wait
the
out
open
here?
doors.
I'm gonna...
Oh, do you want to wait out here?
If you want me to wait out
Do
here.
you want to wait out here? I know you don't, but do you think you should?
I'm happy to go with the group consensus.
I got you, it's okay. If as soon as we lay eyes on the Shardolin, I'm gonna bless Barroth.
Okay. All right.
Well, it happens pretty quickly because when you go into another large hall, a hall devoid of windows, but cast with a dim glow from lanterns on tall wooden pillars that hold up the roof of this hall. Right at the center of the hall, you see a figurehead of a ship, of an enormous creature that looks to be part man, part bull. Clearly made of Shardolin, about 8 feet tall.
Oh fuck, that's a lot.
A Minotaur?
Well, it's got wings, that's the other thing, yeah, so a winged Minotaur.
Do I recognise this at all?
The,
Because it's a ship's figurehead.
ship's figurehead.
In that sense.
I'm gonna, no, you
Okay,
can't.
Very
No, you
pointed
don't.
look.
So it doesn't look anything like that, by any
Yep,
chance.
That would be
the stuff.
exactly
That's the stuff.
it.
That's
I
bad.
put my hand on your shoulder and like you feel like basically kind of like the feeling when you're really warm and a cool breeze goes over your face, but like kind of like flowing from where else's hand grips you.
He's not worried about for addiction reasons. He's more worried about
If they get it.
they know this is here. It's in the center of the city. No, that's dumb, right? They wouldn't
What's-
attack.
The city.
They've been trying to steal everything so far.
The
They might
word
well.
the word. What was the dwarf we put in the cell called?
Ruvok.
The word Rovok used was heist.
So I don't think it would be.
They can't fucking sneak out with that thing.
They can turn themselves invisible. Who's to say they can't turn an object invisible?
Okay, from what we know about Duergar, would they be able to turn something that big invisible?
It's more about what we
Make
know
an
about.
arcana check.
Yeah, it's more what we know about the spell, wouldn't it?
No, I can't.
Ooh,
Okie dokie!
21.
21.
21.
Okay.
21.
Not innately,
Okay.
but Duergar are, humanoid with access to all the same spells
Yeah.
that
Crafty fuckers.
Yeah.
that
So
you
if
guys
they
are.
had a wizard or some shit, then they could.
Potentially, yes.
Cool. Right.
That's what we call a big red flag, I'm afraid.
Definitely a
Oh god.
target.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen any Duergar around. I can tell you that now for many years.
They turn themselves
they
invisible
can
quite
turn
frequently.
invisible.
Well, that would make it harder to spot.
Yep.
Lucius about to ask if anything's gone missing and then remembers the sign and keeps his mouth shut.
Oh, the pickpocketing is
Yeah. Feels like it's
That's
going to be
a
a long
point. Is
answer.
pickpocketing actually legal here?
It is, yeah. I have to explain this to a lot of visitors, but it's part of our history and our culture. The idea is, it's how you get by in Easthaven. If you're talented enough to steal something from someone's pocket, then you're worthy enough to keep that thing.
God, I wish we had a
That makes
rogue in this
sense.
party. This would be heaven.
Yeah, just been I'm staying here forever. I'm gonna be rich.
Obviously, there's limits. You can't just break into someone's house and burgle everything. You know?
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
take their
Nabbing
pockets.
things on the street.
So, yeah, it's a tiny crime, not worth.
Well, in that sense, has anything like of note, like
Gone
been
missing.
happening? Yeah, gone missing. Anything weird, unusual?
Yeah, 4 fishermen on the lake, and we are
There is
pretty
that.
worried about.
Yeah, yeah.
There is that.
Alligath told us about that, and we will be looking into it. We just
I meant more in like objects or goats.
They stole
Don't
some.
ask about that one.
They've been stealing from other places.
Oh.
I,
Well, nope, nothing that's been reported to me. I mean, it's a big town. We've got a lot of people living here, so
If they're looking to get something this big, they don't want to.
draw attention to
Putting all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One giant fucking boar-winged man bull-shaped fucking basket.
This is probably not going to work. Could you paint it to disguise it?
Well, no, because they know it's here.
Well, okay. Do you have
They knew Baroth had in his bag. I think maybe they got some kind of
sense for it?
sense for it in the same way I can tell when something's dead.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
They're gonna come after that.
well, I know I believe you. I believe you. You got a good enough reputation. The word spreads. Well,
so
tell you what. We'll station some guards here. We got a couple of trusty militia members who will be around this thing day and night. What do you say about that?
I'd say it's a good start.
we'll
Yeah.
go have a look for the missing people, and when we
Let's-
get back,
yeah.
then we'll have a look at that.
Let's go do the fisherman thing and then
Yeah.
brainstorm on the way, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Because honestly, we probably don't know we don't know what they're going to do,
No.
or necessarily
Is
how to
there a
help.
date on that letter?
No,
Yeah.
at no point have we been told. And I've already forgotten her name. Rubik?
Rubik.
Rubik said, I think what she said was there's a heist going down in Easthaven right now, but I think she just means they're there right now, not
It's
in-
under.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's begun, not necessarily
They
they're
could
taking
be still
We're
be
doing
planning
it
it.
at this moment.
Yeah.
Got them on the phone right now.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Not
No,
the
no.
one
Heroes are up here,
sending
they're distracted.
stuff.
Get the thing.
It's in the town hall, see?
What's that about the White
Everybody
House?
develops a transatlantic accent when they get a sending stuff.
What do you mean the White House? Auntie done.
Yeah.
Great show. So,
Sponsors.
well, you have our gratitude if you can you have it already for alerting us to this fact. There are thieves about. That sounds very... Yeah. I mean, honestly... Okay. Can I level with y'all? You know, we don't condone thievery from the speaker in the town hall, but if I'm honest, this hunk of junk... couple of adventurers fished it out of the lake hoping to sell it, and we pay them a paltry sum. We don't really know what to do with it. Is it a huge deal if they get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's quite bad.
They're
What?
they're gathering it for something.
They're gonna make something.
And it's Duergar.
Let's say weapon-esque.
A weapon.
Yeah, we're talking people dying kind of bad rather than little kind of.
It's the
Mischief.
theft ain't the problem. It's
It's what they're doing with it.
did you miss the part where Tonaich said it was demon cursed?
Yeah.
I did miss that bit, actually, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's no good.
That doesn't sound good.
To be fair, I think I said that to the captain of the guard, not necessarily the speaker.
Oh, but I like making powerful men feel small.
Captain Argala says, powerful weapon, but nothing that's going to affect Easthaven, right?
We don't know.
We should tell them.
I
Is that
don't.
in the head. Is that telling?
No, we should tell them.
Tell us what?
These people trust us. We should tell them.
Probably not something you want to tell everybody.
Mass panic.
Their exact words were Shardalin Dragon with the specific purpose of wiping out all life in 10 towns.
So they could take the dark land above ground for
Because
themselves.
they can't stand the sun, but there's no sun.
So a little bit more than just Easthaven, unfortunately.
Ooh.
We don't know when. We don't know when they're going to have enough Shardlin. We just.
Or how.
Or how, but
Or
the
how,
more we
but-
can keep from them getting, the longer it's going to take, the longer people have to stop them. Prepare them or stop them, or just do something.
Do you know, and you don't know how certain it is that this will happen?
We know they're trying for it.
And that they're fanatical about it.
We don't know how far along they are.
Kind of soothsayers' dying words.
We literally
Told of 10 towns' doom on Dragon's Wing.
we
A
found out
soothsayer
about,
said this.
we found out
Right.
about this within a week. Like, it's recent.
We don't know. We don't know when. We don't know how long it'll take. I really hope to be more qualified and prepared before it comes along. But
We don't usually get that lucky.
Kind of why everything's been going in a bit of a rush.
Let's see. Danet looks up to Argaleth and says,
we're sorry to bring such tidings. I
It's a bit of a downer.
I mean, it's a downer, but if I'm honest, as a speaker, the amount of times people come to me and say the doom of 10 towns is nigh, at our gates,
Yeah.
That
and
is,
most of the time, like most of the time, I promise you, it's not really that big a deal. We'll keep an eye. We'll put the guards around here. We'll keep an eye out.
You know
Honestly,
how,
I wouldn't lose sleep over this. Okay.
you know how you were so impressed that we cleared the cultists out of Caer Konig and restored the city.
It's very good work. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the soothsayer. It told us that doom of 10 towns flies on dragon's wings at behest of the sunblight.
All right. So just a crazy cultist.
No, I've watched her predict things to within the hour. I wish that I could tell you she's just a crazy fucking cultist. I wish I could. She was the most lucid person in that bunch of fanatics. She felt like she had both feet in this world, even if her head was in the clouds.
Suddenly, the two of them don't look as assured anymore.
Yeah.
Make persuasion check.
Well, it's a flat start, but I think I'm proficient because I'm a sitter.
That's the joke.
It's only a 13, I'm afraid.
Well, okay, well, wow. I'm sorry you went through that. That sounds horrible. We'll put the guards around here.
Especially
Promise you that.
perceptive guards.
Yeah, no, we'll put our best folks on it. I just don't want you guys to go and worry about this, okay?
You're
It's
a little bit
probably
late.
not that bad.
You're a little bit late on that one.
Our job's kind of to worry about stuff, if that helps.
Just let them. Just.
Right.
Look, the more
We're not going to change anybody's mind overnight with this.
No.
But hey, thank you so much for letting me know. Okay?
No, of course.
Let's
Of course.
go find the fisherman,
Yeah.
or what happened to
Let's
them.
do that tomorrow, because
It's-
they're doing
it's
it took us
like-
9 hours
It's
to
like
get.
Yes.
7 p.m. and it's
Oh,
dark
Jesus, yeah.
because we set out first thing.
Is there?
Is there anywhere we can stay?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Is there anywhere we can stay near the town hall?
Should we stay?
Here at the town hall, we don't really have the space for it, but there is a fine tavern and a fine inn. The inn is called the White Lady, and that'll sort you out nice. Tell me, Captain, why didn't you walk them here? These are honored guests of Easthaven. We're
It's a place called Windtrout.
happy to have you here.
Is that the
Better than the dry trout.
It is very Windtrout.
Yeah, follow them, I guess.
Yeah.
follow her right there?
I'll
The
leave
other
it.
God is Aragla.
and Captain Agralith.
Alragath.
Arlagath.
Just call it Ali.
Ali. Captain Ali takes to the town and goes, this isn't just some idle threat.
Probably
No.
not.
There are people who could stand to gain a lot by controlling a land under eternal darkness.
And we have a lot of things that we want to accomplish, and to be honest with you, we could be doing a lot other stuff if we didn't believe that this was significant, and we wouldn't waste our time on some crazy woman with a prophecy if we didn't believe that actually she wasn't just a crazy woman. Yeah.
No,
The
okay.
Kadroth was crazy.
Mm.
Kadroth was insane with power, but she's called Hethel.
Yeah.
Hethel was horrible, but sharp as a knife.
Well, Speaker said we shouldn't worry. By what you've said, I'm a little worried.
I think that's more sensible.
Yeah.
It's very hard to convince people here in Icewind Dale and in Easthaven that there is danger approaching in addition to the horrible things they're experiencing every day.
That things can actually get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are very, very reluctant to accept that. So if you're struggling with Daneth,
It's not worth it.
I will do what I can, though.
Thank you.
This is the sort of thing that I would call for a Council of the Speakers.
And that's a smart idea.
I think we'd
I-
need more evidence.
Yeah. Well, the Speaker of Caer Konig would be able to make it this time, considering he's not locked up in a castle.
Oh, he's not
anymore.
sick any.
He wasn't sick. He was
He's
locked
Oh.
in the castle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's so obvious.
Coming
now
together,
that I see.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, very much so.
We're actually with Speaker Lonelywood, Speaker Caer Konig, Speaker Bremen probably would all, Speaker Tourmaline probably would all have a word to say on our behalf.
And
Yeah.
Konig, if he's sober.
Yeah.
Oh, he never is, but
No.
surprisingly well functioning for someone who drinks that much. He can probably make it.
Yeah.
Targos
Shanda.
would not
Yeah, we had a bad. We clashed with Targos.
Targos was not the best of times.
While we got you, I got another question actually. The wizardy chap who died today. We heard rumours when we were in Bremen about wizards in general causing problems in Easthaven. Was it just one wizard, or
No, gosh no. There was a group of them.
and are they still at large, or was that the last of them?
Here and there.
What were they doing?
I can tell you. Do you want me to tell you all about them?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
would be interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, there were 4 of them, and they called themselves the Arcane Brotherhood. Strode into town like they were hot shit.
It's creative.
Like I said,
Hot shit.
there were 4 of them. First of all, Dazan. Gestures over to the
Oh, the dead one.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
A human named Nas Lantomir. She is gone in the wind, disappeared. Don't know where she is.
Trying to work out why Nas is familiar to me, and then my brain went, oh, Lil Nas X.
That's her.
No.
Little Nas.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Not allowed to be evil wizard.
Be very hot. Evil
You could
wizard.
roll this.
Yeah, you can do it.
Like a cowboy wizard.
I'll allow it.
There was a necromancer
No.
named Velin Harpel. We know exactly where she is. Her crimes were not as grave. She never murdered someone in cold
Grave.
blood, but their group has history. So we've sent her to Revel's End.
I don't know what Revel's End is.
It's not on the map.
Oh,
You can
shit.
make a history check if you want to.
I'm not. Actually, I've been here like 6 months. Maybe I had.
If you're not from Icewind Dale, at disadvantage. No, actually, no. Tell you what, no. At advantage if you're from Icewind Dale.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm not.
No.
Do I count a thing from Icewind Dale if I... No.
No.
Okay.
What was it? What was it? History.
History.
Okay, cool. 3.
Fail.
16.
Okay, success.
2.
Fail.
21.
Success. Okay.
Canavan.
The two of you
Fucking
know
2 out of
exactly
4.
what Revel's End is.
Get out of here.
It lies on the coast, to the Sea of Moving Ice, right where the land meets the ice. And Revel's End is the most closely guarded, high-security super prison on the Sword Coast,
Cool.
where the worst of the worst are sent.
Right. So it's Alcatraz, basically.
We know this because we're from Lonelywood.
I don't care about human effects.
Rules End. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
And that's 3 names. What about the 4th?
Now the 4th one. Never seen ice that furious. This is the only one I was truly scared of. And the magic she could do proved that reason to be scared. She's gone to the wind as well. We don't know where he is. This is a white tiefling named Avarice.
He just kind of goes.
Yeah, we've come across that
Yeah,
one.
we've seen that one.
Where?
Under the keep in Canavan.
Before we cleared it.
And
She's not going to be there anymore. Is
Well,
she?
No.
No, she won't be.
She was.
Okay.
She cleared out well before we actually...
You might know a bit of what I'm talking about then.
Yeah, fucking terrifying that thing.
Yeah,
That explains so much.
I was really hoping that you were going to say that she was a druid who walked around with a tree, because that one we've dealt with.
That one we've dealt with.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that, but
Yep.
Yeah, you
there are
don't
some
have to.
people who are very happy.
You don't need to, it's already done.
Fucking...
Okay.
Right.
Well, if you'd
That
like...
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Scary bastard.
Horrible. Horrible.
So there's only
We're level 3.
there's only
We don't have to deal
two
with it yet.
that are at large then.
Yes. Two that are
And
alive.
we've seen one of them. Fuck. Well, she's not going to be happy with us, so she'll...
Out of curiosity, when did whatever the name was get sent to Revel's End?
The Lynn sent to Revel's End. It wouldn't have been long ago. A few weeks.
A few weeks ago.
Do you know if they made it there?
Yeah, they received
Yes. We received correspondence from the warden.
Okay, well that's something good at least.
They are in a very, very closely guarded cell.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, what were they doing?
I'm going to guess the necromancer was bringing things back from the dead.
Yes, they did that. Well, in general, like I said, acting like they were tough shit. Property damage, racketeering, threat.
Okay, but you sent one of them to Revel's End,
Yeah,
And the other
there's-
one was executed.
and the other one was executed.
Murdering people, that one.
Their group has a history. The Arcane Brotherhood is a famous crime syndicate from down south.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Think of them as a magical mob.
Is it just the 4 of them,
I was
and
about
is
to
the
say.
fact that you've dealt with 2 of them likely to bring any more up from down south?
I don't know about that. I mean, well, I can tell you, there's not just the 2 of them, or the 4 of them. There are, it's a whole gang. But I'd wager we're not likely to see any more trouble from them anytime soon.
It's a bitch to get across the mountains.
It really is.
Yes, it is.
And it's
a lot
not
of
worth
people.
coming up here to cause trouble, really,
No.
because...
There's already
Fucking look at the place!
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing worth stealing here except for fucking giant, fucking 8-foot statues of a fucking minotaur with wings. It's fine.
King of the Wasteland.
We'll fucking worry about that later.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to say we've reached the inn. It's down this... No, hang on. No, it's not down this alleyway. That's where the notice board is. It's down this alleyway.
Did you
This
say
is where the...
you have a notice?
We do
board?
have a notice board, yes, if you want to have a peruse, but no
You know
pressure
what, guys,
at all.
I'm kind of feeling a little peruse.
I mean, really, no pressure at all.
notice board.
It's completely optional work, all of it.
Oh no, I think.
Yeah, I
What if What is it? It's right over there.
Peckish for a notice board.
over to them. If you guys are doing it.
Sales in giant letters. Oster's fascinated.
Cyril.
Bring back our booze. We've had enough. These cheapskates at Good Mead haven't sent us their mead in a fortnight. It's in the bloody name. You'd think they'd be good at this by now. Taverns are drying up, the innkeeps won't tell us why, and no one from Good Mead is getting back to us. Probably drunk out of their minds thanks to all the mead they're hoarding for themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. And
If
nothing
you're
sinister.
sick of going sober and want some goddamn mead back in your veins, sign the petition below. This grave injustice cannot be allowed to go on.
What's the population of Easthaven?
Easthaven's got like a solid 700 people.
And 6 of them have signed the petition.
That's also signing.
Sure, why not? It's not going to make any difference.
Yes.
I'm sure something terrible's going on in Good Mead that we'll discover at some point.
Yeah, we'll
Sure
fix it at some point.
We're fucking dealing with a Shadowland Dragon at the moment.
I see the word seance in very large letters, and as a man faintly associated with the dead, I am curious.
Well, it's at the White Lady Inn. so you can-
Greatest bard in 10 towns.
I just want to go to bed.
You don't have to stay up. Who says that I can go to a seance?
I, Ronaldo, the Greatest Bard in 10 Towns, hereby invite you to a date with death. Yes, I invite you to partake in delivering a delicious, devilishly delicious seance. Come to the White Lady Inn, where we will attempt to contact the eponymous spirit. Due to the ongoing everlasting rhyme, the ongoing everlasting rhyme. It's like, yeah, it's everlasting, it's gonna be ongoing. We regret to inform you that the Easthaven ferry will be suspended until further
That's
notice.
the ferry
We apologise
to
for
Caer Konig.
presume so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And help us. We daresn't step out our village no more. Danced step out our village no more. Afeared for our own lives we are. Should have been
A fear for our own lives we are.
We've seen them, we've all seen them. Wolves as big as horses.
No, you keep doing that. No, do the whole thing. Do the whole thing.
Fangs sharp as needles and eyes as blue as coal as the Frostmaiden herself. They've been lurking around the outskirts of the village, just waiting for us to step out and make their lunch. We don't even make us their lunch. I will sew it up. We don't even know if little Sif and her brother made it out last night to put this in notice. Oh yeah, they did. Though I suppose you're reading this, they must have. We need your help. We can't this no longer. Can't wait this out no longer. Come to Dugan's Hole.
Nah, I'm good.
Dugan's Hole. Thank you.
No worries.
The spirit of a Victorian drunkard possessed me.
Indeed.
Well, you and I have a date with a bard.
We do when I'm fine and we do when I'm fine.
Luke's just holding his compass and little ghosts are kind of going like, but it's more just kind of spirit and he's it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, and I'm fine, it's fine, and I'm fine, it's fine, and it's fine, and I'm fine, and it's fine, and everything's fine. Them's fighter words. You gonna take that, Lucius?
Not very fine.
Best bard in 10 towns.
Best bard in
Well, we're staying at the White Lady Inn anyway.
I
So
sometimes forget you're a bard.
Maybe if they
You don't do a lot of singing.
if
sometimes.
maybe they're the best
Every
bard in 10
time I
towns.
do a shanty, I'm singing.
Yeah, but all I hear is you
And
trying to get me
someone
attacked.
didn't use the shanty I sang for him. No singing.
thank you so much.
Allan.
I'll get.
I'll go.
I'll go.
Call me Ali.
Allan.
I'll go.
Thank
No,
you so much for showing us to this source of problems.
There is a lot going on in this town, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's a
enough.
lot.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
if we want to go out on the lake, is there someone we can hire or borrow a boat in the morning?
Oh yeah. If you go to the shore, there's no official place, so to speak, but I'm sure you'll find someone who's willing to lend you their boat. But you may, you want to scout the shoreline. You can start with that.
Yeah.
Which is very much iced over. You'll need to go quite a bit until you actually hit water.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as you don't actually hit the water.
I'm going to speak to Daneth. Don't think ill of him. He.
We don't.
I
Oh,
get
no.
it.
No.
There must, as he said, there's probably plenty of people that come around saying the end is nice, so
I know what it's like
yeah.
to hide from your problems.
that man wants the happiness of Easthaven more than anything else, and I think he is terrified at the idea of something happening to it.
Something else happening to it.
Something else happening.
Fight to keep that protection in mind, not only for here and everywhere.
How long's he been the speaker?
He's... Oh gosh, what is it? Probably like 10 years now, yeah. 10, 11 years. 11 years.
So he's already had to see it go through the Rime.
Oh yes.
Right.
Oh yes. That was a big deal. I don't know if any of you were around, but the first week of the Rime, that was the hardest. Well, you can't really compare it, but there was a lot of readjustment and a lot of grief.
You were probably here. Well, that's an interesting development we can have a chat about in a minute.
Not.
Yeah, came up when it had been gone for about a year, but it's been about 2 years, right, of the Rime?
Yes.
About 8 months. Right, we'll tuck ourselves in for the night and
Have a very lovely rest.
thank you. And we're really fucking serious about keeping them away from the statue as much as you can.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yes.
Just because it's a big chunk of something they're going to use for ill.
But
We
we're
will
around
station
it.
guards around it.
Yeah.
Promise you that.
Thank you.
Right.
Right, what was the name of the greatest bard in the seance thing?
Ronaldo.
Of course.
You
Kill Ronaldo!
I'm just making my notes. Hit list.
Oh, Jesus.
Lucius's hit list has started.
Bro. Are you aware there's a whole blank sheet back here?
It's important enough to put on the main sheet.
As is everything else.
Yes.
Yes, we've got the names of the...
I won't remember
we've
to
got-
check the back. My memory's no good.
We've got Black, Spill and Fledge, whatever the fucking kobold's names were.
It's important
Snap,
notes.
crackle, pop.
For all of the bitches.
Many of the bitches are dead bitches.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, you open the door to the White Lady Inn. This is the kind of might be a little too chipper actually.
Too cheerful.
This is not a tavern. You essentially go into a reception area.
Oh yeah. The greatest bard in 10 towns is standing on the counter going, Daddy!
Everyone else is just depressed.
Everyone's just like, oh, she would go up to his room.
God damn it.
And you see a very old human who like looks to be like maybe 80, maybe 90. Who turns his head that just got like stripes of white wispy hair and then goes, "Welcome to the White Lady Inn, where a nice ration of comfort is guaranteed. How can we be of service?"
Too many to count. We're actually looking for the great bard Ronaldo, but we would also like someone to sleep.
Yeah, some of us would also like a room.
Did I hear you
No.
say my name? And you
Already.
see, strutting down the stairs, a gnome
Yes.
with short brown hair that he has styled up to 2 waves that almost to look like horns that curl up like that.
Oh, I hate him.
Hard and well.
Enormous mandolin on his back. He almost dances down the stairs and goes, "Oh, I am so happy to have some fans here with me in the White Lady Inn. I'm Ronaldo, the greatest bard in 10 towns." But you knew that, of course.
Take Lucius's wrist off the hilt of his sword.
Although Lucius is just watching, just like with eyes wide for and then goes, "Hello."
Ah, there. Okay. Well, can I regale you with a little tune? My service has been required. I'm actually off to play at the Wet Trout. If you would like to hear my sweet angelic notes.
The pair of us were actually more interested in the seance.
Oh, I see. We're fans of the occult. fans of contacting what shouldn't be spoken to, but we all know
it
is
really
there
shouldn't be.
beyond the veil. Exactly, and that's what makes it so exciting. All right, well, I'm afraid not tonight.
That's a shame.
But tomorrow night, you are very welcome. It is right here. Me and my humble assistant will take you through the veil.
You ready to kill Ronaldo
And
tomorrow?
pass.
Defenseless.
Tomorrow.
And tomorrow, I will give you the afterlife.
Fucking don't do that.
Has he got like a? I just eyes of the grave. Is there anything kind of about him that has like an undead vibe at all?
Oh,
Or
fuck no.
yeah, okay. Just checking.
Just before you.
No, absolutely not.
So, I take it as this contacting someone? How will it work? Or is that
I am
a
so
surprise?
excited. I get so happy. You've given me a gift. I want to thank you for giving me that gift.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine.
Because I get to tell a story now. And I get so happy when I get to tell a story.
Oh, Lucius's hands is like, he's got them behind his back now and they're just like pale white, which is a talent.
I'm just gonna put my hand on Lucius's back, just kind of like pat gently, like a little squeeze of your shoulder, just kind of.
101 years ago, a rich merchant died out on the lake. And to this day, his widow, the White Lady of Lackdinshire, can be seen walking across the surface, hunting and trying and yearning for his man, for her man. And that is the
Now make
spirit.
him gay, but
The white gentleman. And
that
that.
sounds like a race.
It does. The white lady sounds a little bit more Victorian spooky for some reason. And that white lady is who we are trying to contact.
Oh, so you can't just contact anyone. You're specifically after the white lady.
Oh, that is the main event. But of course, I am, as many people have said, a pleaser. And I will be happy to satisfy any requests that will be brought to me on the evening.
Oh, I will have
requests.
Oh,
I will have requests.
well, I look forward to
I look forward
hearing
to
your
it too.
requests.
Yes,
Yeah.
I will have requests.
Barrel's gone. Barrel's
I'm
not
beginning to
here.
sense that I've badly misjudged the situation. But any requests, absolutely, I will take them.
No, my darling. I am extremely excited for my request to be fulfilled.
Oh, well, okay. All right, well.
Just in your head, you hear Austin saying, "I don't know if you're flirting, but I think he thinks you're flirting."
All you hear back is.
In that case, let me satisfy that request right now. And he shakes your hand, and a key is in your hand now.
You also hear back. Wait.
Lucius is going to commit murder.
Lucius,
Room
no.
17, 15 minutes.
Nice.
Very well.
Lucius, no. In your head, you just hear Austin saying, "Lucius, no. Lucius, don't. Lucius, if you kill him in the night before he's even proven whether he can do seancey shit, Lucius."
What's your name?
Lucius.
Man.
Lucius Neptap.
No!
Oh,
Yes. Have you heard
Lucius
of the
Neptap!
family name?
I've heard of the performer's name.
Ah, well.
You're not the bard out of Targos.
Ah, well.
Your rendition of the Ogre and the Pussycat
Oh, please.
brought joy to
right.
this
It was
little
nothing.
gnome bard.
I'm so glad that you could enjoy my performance.
Well,
I thought he was
I see a very fruitful collaboration
Indeed you should.
in 15 minutes. He walks slowly towards the stairs while keeping eye contact the entire time.
Lucius is watching the whole time, just like.
And then as soon as he gets to the bottom of the stairs, he turns around and goes and runs up the stairs.
just Give me that.
no,
Give me that.
no,
I know what
no,
you're gonna do with
no,
it. You're gonna
no.
fucking
I'm having it. The key's mine. He gave it to me.
Can
My
I-
key.
What?
Well,
I
hold on,
gave
wait,
it
can
to
I
you.
go around and like try and snatch it?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check. Or are you forcibly taking it?
Whichever's gonna work best. So for me, I'll probably just like open the fingers and take.
Make a contested athletics check. Oh, athletics versus
Acrobat.
acrobatic sleight of hand if you want to.
It's not gonna matter.
Acrobatics or sleight of hand?
Or athletics.
You did not.
I did.
It's the same. Oh, well then, never mind.
Then roll it anyway. I want to see. I want to see that one.
Yeah, that's going to be a no. That's
And
a
that-
4.
I rolled a nat 20 for 25.
And that 2 against the nat 20.
Yeah, you got it. You very much got it.
As soon as the gnome started talking, Baroth left and was getting a room ready for himself.
He's gone already.
Yeah, because he's got stuff that he wants to do and it doesn't involve the gnome.
You faintly hear the old man go, "Excuse me, sir, that'll be the fee of room and board," and you're already gone.
I'll settle for the lot of us in a minute.
That's
is it
very
okay
kind
to
of you.
say hello?
That was all I was going to do, Oster. Is say
What if what
Look, I'm not good at reading people and I can tell that's bullshit.
Lucius?
To be fair, I want to see a request tomorrow.
Right.
And the request is...
I'm not telling you.
You're not getting this back then.
I think
Very
we should
well.
ask him if
We'll keep hold of it.
Lucius.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You do know that killing a competition is bad,
I
right?
don't want murder him. That would be illegal, Tonaich.
17.
Lucius is not lying.
It would be illegal.
It would be illegal, yeah. No. Yeah, no.
What dare I ask what your intentions are?
In the most PG.
Kill.
Kill him. I want to know if he can fulfill the request I have tomorrow at the seance. I have a request, and I want it fulfilled.
Is this a metaphor?
I wasn't going to see him tonight. I want to see the request tomorrow.
Why do you want the key?
So we can do something
Options.
after this. I know we're joking about, but please don't kill an idiot in cold blood just because he wrote on a piece of paper that he's the
I'm
greatest
telling you,
star
Oster,
ever.
murder is not on the table. Answers are on the table. And I have a bone to pick with this gentleman.
Everything you say makes me more worried that you're either going to murder or fuck this gentleman.
Neither of them. Oster! Look
What?
at me and him! Don't you have some respect for... I would not! With that!
I
don't know what's happening.
I want to
Oh,
see
Baroth.
the gentleman tomorrow, but I have a request tomorrow, guys.
If you tell us what the request is, I will sleep easier tonight.
I'm not telling you.
I'm going to put this in the simplest terms possible.
No murder, no fuck. Will that satisfy you?
Yes, that's great. No actual death, no little death. That's great.
Hey.
But what I was actually
you're
thinking,
picking
That
it
was too clever.
what I was actually, it's not
This is good, brilliant.
what I was actually going to clarify is I don't understand why anyone wants to have sex. So no, I don't know why you would. It's not for me to judge.
Good.
It's an activity
No.
that falls beyond my realms of comprehension.
No, yeah, not happening. Not happening. I have a bone to pick with this gentleman, and I have
feel
a
like
request
that's
tomorrow.
a euphemism.
I'm
It's
so
not.
lost.
It's not. I can
Okay, I
promise you it's not. It's
I think we can.
Yeah, take it.
it's personal, but for reasons you're not thinking. I can guarantee you that.
Is it something to do with the family?
Does he know? Do you know him?
No.
Does he know?
But it is something to do with
I
the
mean, you
family.
recognize their name.
Mhm.
You hear a faint voice coming from the innkeeper. The gentleman's a consenting adult. He can do what he likes.
Thank you.
That's our choice.
We'll get to that
Rational
another-
consenting adult. Rational consenting adult.
Um,
Options. going to bed and not
Not his bed.
with the
Yeah.
strange.
I'm
Yeah.
glad Baroth missed all this. I only wish that I had.
I assume we're
There's-
doing what we did before. We had 2 people per room to
Yeah.
save a little money.
It does. No, and it's like a per person cost too.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would still rather share a room with someone else.
You can do that.
Like,
You
in
can
a,
absolutely
in
do
a
that.
separate beds kind of situation, because again,
Not into that.
Oster doesn't.
You know, imminent death.
Cool. This is.
Actually, I'm gonna. I always bunk with you, but I'm gonna bunk with Lucius again just so I'll know if he leaves the room in the middle of the night.
Absolutely. Well, this is it's a fine establishment. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but it is a humble establishment.
Okay, good.
Room and board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Room.
It's gonna be a gold piece per head.
Okay. Fine,
Um,
I haven't looked.
I'm very happy for you. Are you full on leaving Ronaldo, who's like
Yeah, Lucius.
Expecting you.
Lucius has
He is
pocketed the key, like somewhere like that's particularly safe. I'm gonna say like whatever like pouch is closest like
Maybe you
purse
got
or
like a string
wherever.
around your neck.
Yeah.
And
Have the key as a necklace.
Yeah, Lucius is pocketing that shit and just like going straight to whatever bed that they're having, but not to Ronaldo.
Not to Ronaldo. Okay.
Cannot stress enough.
Just a reminder that he is expecting you in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yep. Just checking. Just checking.
Gonna leave him hanging.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Leaving and hanging.
No, Oster doesn't want to. Not in a Oster might go take him up on the offer of sex that was made to Lucius, but Oster really wants to ask him a whole bunch of questions about how he's talking to the dead, and if he's talking to the dead. But interviewing a man who's probably wearing underwear and rose petals is not something that Oster has on their list of things they'd like to do today.
I do
It's
kind of
gonna
love that image of just like stop, no, put your clothes on. I need to talk to you about ghosts.
He's gonna be like Zuko walking on sock.
Yes! We go to
But
bed.
don't do that. You go to bed. Okay.
We
Yeah.
cool.
go to bed
When-
for purposes of sleeping.
When Tonaich joins Baroth in their shared room, I'm guessing Baroth is doing his channel divinity stuff.
Okay.
What's he doing?
What are you making? Or what are you doing?
We've got more Shaldalin.
Where you put?
Probably better to keep it in one place.
What's making with it?
I'm just going to make a different weapon. There wasn't much point of having 2 warhammers because I can't use them both.
What are you doing this one?
Sword.
No,
Small
thinking
hammer.
something with a bit of reach. Because I can make something that's less than 100 gold pieces, as long as what I have is equivalent, and I've got some hunting traps to make up the difference. So I'm going to make I think I was going to make a halberd.
Ooh.
Halberd
That's
tasty.
a glaive.
I did. It's basically it's the same thing, isn't
It's
it?
basically the same.
I
I
think
just like the way
it's
the word.
They're
I
both.
think
Got,
halberd is two-handed.
I think they're both two-handed.
No,
Was it-
glaive is.
I had,
I'm pretty sure, babe.
I had it a second
mean
ago,
a
but I was looking at how much hunting traps cost because I'm going to make. Hang on.
Why can he not do two? Oh, well, you couldn't while you're wearing a shield.
No,
Just so you
but-
know the difference between them.
But being able
glaive
to hit
is.
something that's 10 feet away from you might be worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both exactly the same thing.
Yeah, no, I know. I just
Even
like,
even the same cost, they're exactly the same.
They're
wow.
Yeah, they're identical. What the fuck?
It's just a different
it's a different head.
It's a different
on,
shape.
It's a different
Sometimes
head
Yeah.
on the
it
weapon.
is the same.
yeah.
So, yeah,
yeah.
The what you see because you're the only one here is like some of the hunting traps are being used. So like the trying to think of a word other than shaft.
Just say shaft.
The shaft of the halberd is sort of made with like spiraling iron and shardlin all the way up, and then the head is just the head of the halberd is just like the shardlin thing.
Nice.
But that takes about an hour. So if you want to watch him do it, that's what you see.
Yeah.
But if not, so
It's kind of intriguing.
how much is a Warhammer's 15 and that's 20. So I only have to use one hunting trap to make up the difference.
I'm gonna watch and also so when making maps on the road, it's a lot of kind of marks which then get filled in later.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
gonna do a bit of the filling in now.
Cool. Yeah. You just spend one of those quite pleasant evenings where you're just kind of both working out your separate
Just
things.
doing
It's a
shit.
quiet. Occasionally you share some words, but most of the time you're just
Massive company.
Working, yeah. That's pretty
That
nice.
thing we all missed out on during the pandemic.
Mm.
Massive company.
Now every time we meet, it's like I gotta properly spend time
We're
with
gonna
you.
do things.
Yeah, I don't know when this is gonna be snatched away.
Never again. I think like if you're all done with your arts and crafts.
Yeah, that's
Just to conclude,
Mm.
that is a magical weapon you've just made.
Oh, okay.
Sexy.
Cool.
It's
Pretty
all
dumb
shardland up.
item.
Alright, yeah. It's just that it has magical property, it doesn't add anything.
No, it's not a plus weapon or anything.
It's just
But
got...
It does magical damage.
Yeah.
it does so it overcomes magical resistance.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's the main thing. But yes.
Cool. I think when Oster and Lucius have gone to bed and they're in their pajamas and they're lying like side by side in twin beds, Oster's just gonna go. Do you want to get into contact that goes to someone you know, like a family member? Is that what you mean by it's like a family thing?
You could say that, yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Depends if he's actually able to contact them. That's gonna be, I don't really believe for a bloody second that it's gonna happen, but kind of for my own personal, what's the word?
Satisfaction.
Yeah. To know that he's full of shit, or it might potentially be a bit of a mind-melting conversation. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I like to gamble.
Yeah, I know.
So, I feel like this is a risk we're taking, especially for someone who's being an asshole. And
He's not being any more of an asshole than most people who think the sun shines out of their own asshole.
But I don't know how much he's taking it to contacting people. You know what I mean? Like the whole performance is talking to this white lady, which I can appreciate enough. But if he's getting into we'll see.
I'm sorry, you, Lucius Neptath, summoner of ghosts, think he's taking it a bit far to talk to the dead?
Convince people he's talking to the dead.
Oh, it's the lying about it you'd have a problem with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Especially if it just seems like it could get manipulative, you know? Not that it already isn't.
Yeah.
And a bit of manipulation's okay. I'm a storyteller, but that's not the point.
See, the problem I would have would be the bringing the dead back far enough to talk to him.
Touche. There is that as well. That is definitely a problem. But I kind of want to see if he can actually do it, because then we know.
Which one of us has a problem with him?
Yeah, and what to do. You know, if he's just a little piss baby, or if he's actually something we need to worry about. Another thing on the endless list of things that we need to goddamn worry about.
Personally, I think he's probably a charlatan who can make.
Not a piss baby.
I did so well not laughing.
I was trying and then I had to cough.
I saw the look in your eyes without looking at Matt. You're just kind of like, I'm gonna fuck Matt up.
This is a sentence I didn't think I'd say today, but the second piss baby caught me off guard.
It'll do that.
It's
It's always the second piss baby.
It's always
that
the
gets
second
you.
piss
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, yeah.
You're a fucking menace to
I promise
society.
I am.
we're real serious D&D sometimes. Okay.
I like to imagine this is all being
One of us
said
is
by
doing-
those Scrooge caps on us.
One of us is dealing with addiction, and the other one is dealing with possibly having committed cold-blooded murder. Yeah.
I mean, he hit me first, but
Yeah, he did. Self-defense.
Yeah.
No.
Manslaughter.
No, self-defense would be hitting him back.
You did hit him back with with a bell.
I hit him back with a spell specifically designed to kill people.
Yes. He punched you with his fist with the intent to possibly kill.
No.
We're not in the same
Tomato,
room.
tomato.
Yeah, no, I imagine Oster's like pajamas are like a nightgown. Like,
I love that.
I've got big horns, so no.
They're poking through.
I have
You have
a
a cap for each one.
I have No, I have a special cap that has like little strings that you tie under the horns to keep the cap on in the night. No, Oster doesn't have a sleeping cap.
But you could do.
Oster doesn't even have a hat because he's got horns. Anyway, where were we at? We were at. This is gonna have a problem. I don't.
Whether he's
know.
going to be a problem.
No, I think he's a charlatan. I
Yeah.
think he.
I'm with you on that. There's a high chance. But if there's... This is kind of my thing as well.
Oh, you don't like that he's stepping on your act?
He's stepping on my act and he's doing my thing.
But
And he said that he knew me from Targus, but like, I don't know that. And he says he's the best bard, but like, he doesn't know that. And like, it's just...
Oh, I've said it before and I will say it again. If Oster could fall in love, Oster would fall in love with Lucius.
He's just being a little whiny bitch.
Yeah.
we're in secondary school, like, playgrounds.
Yeah.
It's a mix of very serious upset and very
Childish.
serious upset to Lucius.
Oster's just kind of lying there like, why is he adorable? This stupid thing. I think this is a thing we can work out in about 24 hours time.
Yeah, whether he's a lying piece of shit or whether he can potentially do things that would be really, really bad. And either way, he's a piece of shit and I hate him.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
You feeling better now?
Yeah.
Which member of your family you want him to contact?
Someone very special.
Oh, it's a good wanting to contact someone, not
Yeah.
not
No. Oh God, no.
You said it would. You used the words head fuck or something like that, mind melt or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that kind of, happens when you talk to dead people, I assume. It's already a bit like that when I summon the ghosts, so. And even that's just kind of a,
My grandmother once, not really summoned a ghost, spoke to the dead.
Really?
She didn't like to cast it, but she always said it wasn't really bringing him back. It was kind of like talking to an echo. Knew everything, or had all the information, but you're only using the shadow left in the bones, I think was how she put it.
Interesting.
But she wasn't a necromancer or anything.
Just a...
Honestly, what I do now is not dissimilar from what she did. I haven't had that thought before.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
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 It's nice.
Satyrs have big families.
I imagine.
Yeah, I had 4 parents and 9 siblings when I left.
Holy shit. When you left?
When I left, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was 18 years ago. It's probably more of them now.
Fair enough.
Oh. It's a lot
That's
of...
a nice thought.
What, that I've got more brothers and sisters and folks out there?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going back, though.
But they're out there.
But they're out there.
Yeah.
But what I mean to say about my grandma is it didn't feel like the relationship with the rest of my family. It felt like she took her time to teach me stuff she didn't teach all the other kids. Possibly because she saw I would become some idiot little troublemaker when I made it to this plane, but
maybe.
it's comforting to think I do what she does.
Yeah.
Oh god, maybe I could cast that spell.
Shit.
Not now.
No.
No, I ain't got any idea how to do it, but...
Well, there is that, and I feel like we need several, years maybe of, mental strengthening, quite possibly.
I feel like I've done a lot of mental strengthening in the course of the last 5 weeks.
You make a good point.
Yeah.
You make a really bloody good point. Jesus, we've done a lot.
I want to think it's all for the better, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we'll get there. And we've been doing good things.
even the
Yeah. I mean...
even the kid I was who burned down a church wouldn't have killed a man.
sometimes. I mean, the Lucius I was just like a week before we went off, probably wouldn't have left Targos, to be quite honest.
Well, then I'm flattered.
For quite a good few years. Yeah. So, you know, we changed, but it's, I wouldn't say it's like, it's scary, but it's kind of just an ongoing developing thing. Finding out what you're changing into and what aspects are new and old and all of it quite terrifying, but I don't know, I think you're going the right place.
When we were talking about me killing that man out in the snow, I told Tonaich I was done discussing it. I thought the wind said cruelty.
You see like several layers of realizations go through Lucius. Like,
Lucius goes on a face journey.
oh, like a possibly a okay.
Yeah, which is why I didn't want to talk about it.
No, that's completely fair enough.
Please don't
No,
tell the others.
You know what?
No,
No,
you
I mean, I didn't hear anything. I know that doesn't mean much. But if it does turn out to be something, we'll still work through it and we'll still find a way. But
I don't, you know, I have this stupid fear that that the god I've got now ain't really a god. That it's...
that is something else.
No, that it's kind of like a placeholder for a god, and that Auril can just... and move in, you know? Because I've had magic from... I've had magic from being Fae, I've had magic from what I now know was a devil that never once spoke to me.
Yeah.
And I've had magic from what I can only assume is trees.
Trees are nice.
That's what I currently think it is. But that sounds so stupid, don't
No,
it?
it's
Hi,
nice.
I'm Oster, I'm a cleric to the trees. Like, it sounds fucking insane.
Trees are... Okay, maybe it's a little bit insane here, but trees are fun. It's better than I played a guitar and things went boom. I still don't fully know how to explain that one. But,
Yeah.
you know what, let's keep thinking about trees and hoping for trees. And if you hear any more whispery noises, just give me a nudge. And we'll gently look into it, if you want to.
How would...
I don't fully know, but maybe there's a book. Somewhere.
If there's a book, I doubt it's in 10 towns.
Yeah, no, it's probably fucking not. But, like, I'd say at the moment, just, like, hold strong, stay vigilant, like we... Vigilant. Vigilant like we all are.
Stay villager.
Stay villager. And, maybe it won't be the thing that I imagine is probably racing through your mind.
Yeah.
Also, this plays tricks on you. We have to keep all options out there.
You have to want a god, right? You have to choose a god. You have to worship a god.
Yeah.
She can't just move into my head.
That would be really shitty.
Yeah, it would be really
It would
shitty.
be extremely shitty. So I would hope not. Honestly, I'm probably not the best person to ask about that, in terms of godliness, but I would hope not. And I guess that's why we just need to keep staying. I don't even know what the term would be. Anti-oral.
Yeah.
Let's stick with that, maybe.
Stick with being the light bringers.
Yeah, I like that one.
Whilst you're chatting, you're interrupted by the sound
Oh, no.
of footsteps outside.
Oh no. The door is locked.
I believe
Lucius
it is.
just like pulls the blankets over slightly like, oh no.
You hear a very upset voice going, "You bare your heart and soul to a like-minded spirit, thinking they might be the one, and you are slighted like this never in my life. Unbelievable!" And you hear footsteps going down the stairs. Dum, dum, dum. "I'm going to the wet trout, and I'm gonna drink until I can't stand anymore. This is disgrace." Door slams.
We were quiet for like 2 seconds and then we both start laughing really loud.
I feel quite good about that one, actually.
He's having a worse night than I
Hoster,
What?
he finally met a ghost, because I ghosted him.
Yo.
I think that's it for us. I think we go to
Yeah.
bed now.
You go to bed, yeah.
There's
That's
just
the
like
last
a-
thing you say before you...
Excitement for me, Jesus.
We briefly hold hands between the beds,
Yeah.
and then we go to sleep.
And you have a long rest.
We put our caps on.
I do not have a cap.
Lucius knits you a cap.
It takes him 7 hours.
So, yes, you have a long rest. You wake up, all of you, feeling rested and ready to take on the day. Are you heading out first thing in the morning? Is there anything you want to do in Easthaven before you set off?
I think pink green.
Cool.
I don't know why that took me a second.
Colours are hard in the morning.
My eyes don't work.
Are there any shops or notes?
Oh, yeah.
Not a shopping episode.
There are shops. Nothing you couldn't find in Frozen Fire Expedition. Like it's got most of the things you'd want, but it's got a blacksmith. It's got
new.
It's got a general equipment shop, but yeah, nothing new.
That took me a second.
So,
That took me a
if
second.
there's nothing else,
Hate that.
so the 4 of you early
To
in
the
the morning,
sea.
having had your breakfast.
That's not the sea.
Do you start by what do? You start heading off out onto the lake.
Yeah.
People went missing out. They went out onto the lake, and
And
then they went missing. They were in a boat.
They were
Like-
fishermen.
They were in a boat, but you seem to gather from the captain that Captain Ali. It's a good idea to start looking around the shore because as you go to the lake, you just see ice
Yeah.
far ahead. So,
So they might be ice fishermen, not fishermen in a boat.
they did have a boat, yeah, but
We've got a ways to go, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So generally,
Can we see clearly, or is it like foggy over the lake?
it is quite foggy. Yeah, it's quite foggy.
Okay, so could we rent some kind of lightweight boat that we can carry with us as we go across the ice while we look for some missing fisher people?
Sure, yeah.
It's a gig. Gigs are heavy.
Lightweight boat.
So renting a boat for the day.
To rescue fishermen.
One day we'll find a sailing ship.
To rescue the missing fishermen.
I mean, if you want to rescue ship, gigs are great, but they're also fucking heavy. I need 7 people.
Oh, I had the cost for this. Oh,
Must be free.
If it's a sailing ship, then yes.
You say that to me when I can't find a price for something that makes you want to shoot people.
Yeah.
In D&D.
Everyone must
Yeah,
work
yeah,
in retail.
There's going to be 2 gold pieces to rent it for the day.
So
5
5
silver
silver
each.
each.
Yeah.
Or you can buy it for 50 gold pieces.
No!
Can we? I don't necessarily. I don't necessarily need to RP it, but can we find out either from fisher folk along the lake edge or from Captain Ali if any of them had like any kind of magic about them, like or any kind of personal talismans or were there any distinguishing things about them?
Specifically magical.
It can be magical. It can also be. Did they have any? Wait, I'm just gonna check if locate object requires me to have seen the object. Familiar to me. Fuck.
You do hear from you do hear from one person that one of the fishes had a dead eye. One of their two eyes was blind and glassy and glossed over. That is the kind of key distinguishing feature that people keep bringing up, but nothing magical, no kind of item.
Okay.
So one of them was blind in one eye.
Yeah.
Was it actually like a glass eye?
No, it was
just blind. Oh.
the eye.
Right.
Okay.
And
Osta's gonna find a place on the jetty to sit down and throw the crystals.
Oh yeah.
throw them overboard. Oh shit, no.
Tell me.
Oh no,
Tell me
Ah,
stuff.
fuck, no, they're in the ice.
Lucius, go fetch.
They're fucking cold.
I'm gonna cast Augury as a ritual and sit and kind of like. I think if the jetty is like smooth wood, I'm gonna throw them on the ground. If not, I'm gonna lay out like a little a bit of my cloak or something so I don't lose them.
Yeah.
And I'm asking if we are like if searching on the ice is a good idea for these missing fisher folk.
It's a 25% chance of it being false.
Not
That's only if you
first
cast-
time.
yeah.
Not first time. Okay.
Wait, I'm looking at the wrong spell. I'm looking at enhance ability. I need that later. Sorry, let me just double check because I'm now worrying that it is the first one.
Well.
If you cast the spell 2 or more times before completing your next long rest, there is a cumulative
Love it.
for each casting after the first.
Do it 5 times and then it'll be 100% wrong, so you'll know.
The opposite is
It'll be
true.
real, and you'll be like,
Now you're thinking with portals.
God.
you've just got to do it 5 times.
Right.
Anyway,
away.
wheel. Strong wheel.
Looking on the ice is a good idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Barrett's like, look at my halberd, I made this.
Ooh,
I did this.
very
Also
nice.
kind of like
I made this thing.
You made what?
I kill things with.
can I look at it?
No, he wouldn't actually have to do it.
No, I know it wouldn't.
Knowing what you do. Yeet it.
Lucius takes it and runs off screaming,
No, Osta throws their little like rune crystals and all the symbols are face up.
That's good.
That is good.
What did you ask?
Should we look on the ice for the missing fisherman? So yes,
Cool.
we should look on the ice for the missing fisherman.
Cool.
I wish I had chosen a direction, but
I mean,
It's
it's
a
kind
good
of the
start.
only one
Out.
way we can go from here.
north and
Yeah.
okay,
Around. Yeah.
North around.
north and
North
around.
North and round.
So you go north.
Yeah.
North.
Following along the ice for an hour. God, it's still. God, the only thing you hear is wind and the creak of the ice.
Is the wind saying any words?
No.
Not to us.
Where the fuck can that be?
If you look to your left, you see ice. You see snow. You see the ice fields and some snowy hills beyond. If you look to your right, you see just 2 things: grey water and grey mist.
There'll
With
be another
no
fucking
distinguishing
dinosaur.
features. And after an hour, you spot something very, very notable. A rowboat that bobs untethered at the edge of the water.
Is it unreachable?
Yeah, you can row up to it. So, as you
Nobody messaged.
You should put it on fucking mute then,
No.
because it won't matter anyway.
should get more friends anyway. But as you approach this rowboat, you see amongst the mist, this rowboat is quite close to the shore, not the ice line, but the shore. And just up the shore is a cliff face with a series of caves. Series of cave openings. And the wind that's tearing through these icy caves sound like moaning.
That's not a good sign.
It's concerning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might also just be a natural phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. We're tired.
And then, I was gonna say, are there tracks?
So do you want to like anchor the boat and go up to it?
Let's take that.
Are we right? Sorry, I lost track of where we were. We're in the boat
You're in the boat.
Phenomenon.
near their boat,
Yes.
and their boat is near the shore where the caves are.
You got it.
Right.
Okay.
I mean,
I feel better on land.
and it does kind of.
You said it's untethered. Are there oars either in it or like to the side of it?
See one oar lying in the boat.
One more in the boat. Okay.
But they probably lost another or...
Oh, you certainly can't see it anyway.
Yeah.
And there's
So
nothing else in the boat.
Any signs of the
There's
boat?
4 fishermen.
Any signs of the boat being attacked at all? Or any kind of scratch
Fishermen.
marks or batterings or broken bits at all?
No. As you go up to it, it seems completely empty. And yeah, you were looking for tracks, you said.
Yeah.
Make
If
a
there's,
luck check.
if there's tracks from the boat. Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, okay. The tracks lead towards the cave openings.
Oh, so there are tracks.
There are tracks, a series of 4 footprints leading up to the cave openings, but no, but then they kind of peter off as the ground becomes a bit more rocky, a little bit less snowy.
No.
And you can't tell which entrance they used.
No beastie prints though. Just peoply prints.
No beastie prints, no
No
beastie prints.
Yeti footprints or
No
something.
Yeti.
Well, seems like they went towards the caves.
That would be a good assumption to make.
I mean, I can... How many cave entrances are there?
There are 4.
1 each. Split up.
Let's split up and look for clues.
How about no? I can ask the crystals again, but there's a 25% chance of you being wrong. And if they're wrong and I'm like, shall we go in the north one? And it says yes and it's lying, then we know about as much as if we didn't do it.
Don't like that. Allan.
Where's that coming from?
Just get my shield off. Oh, the ghost!
Oh shit.
No, I'm wildly unqualified.
Don't have time.
Back.
You've already heard it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I will need a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. Oh. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
Damn it.
Oh!
Let's go around the table. Where are we at?
25.
Success.
Wisdom, wasn't it? Sorry, 21.
Success.
23.
Success.
I rolled a 15, so that's 13.
Bye, Tonaich.
You all succeed.
Wait, really?
Yeah. This
Two
voice is beautiful. This song is stunning. And you feel your consciousness drift away for a little bit until you realize how fucked up this is and you tether yourself to the real word.
Nope.
No.
You look around, where is
no.
the song coming from? And you see up on an adjacent cliff face, 2 women are perched.
That's 2 of them.
Well, you'd think they were women, except the fact that they have talons and claws and huge feathery wings protruding from their backs.
No.
I love harpies.
Oh yes. 2 harpies are looking down at you. One of them is still singing. The other says, "Ah, look at that, sister. We were so hungry. And now some delicious, delicious food has walked up. We won't let these ones get away, will we, sister? Let's feast!"
No.
They fly up their wings, fly down towards you, and we'll pick up there next week.
Can't fucking
That was
great.
very creepy. Well done.
And then
you.
the steadily
Shit.
climbing singing.
Yeah, that was very
I
well done.
actually, you know when you get like that kind of like sinking feeling in your chest when you're genuinely a bit afraid? Like I was just like,
Oh no. I thought I had a second of like, is that roleplay going on too long? Is he getting bored? Oh no, this is a thing.
I'm just humming to myself because I'm bored with the roleplay. But yeah, that was a good session.
Well-
lot happened there.
Yeah.
Fit a lot in. And we are so glad for our 5 viewers who are still with us. Thank you for sticking with the stream. We
What the fuck is wrong with you?
love you. What's the
Crazy
fuck?
people.
But yeah, we love you lots. We've got a couple of shout outs, of course. Thank you so much to Paddy, our brilliant moderator, and to Gillet, our brilliant moderator. And I just realised now to Kat, our brilliant moderator.
Doing great job.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. The music was by the brilliant Tabletop Audio, some stunning tracks that you heard today. The maps are normally by Heroic Maps. You didn't see any of them today, but they are gorgeous. You should follow the link in the description and in the chat to look at their gorgeous maps. Thank you so much to the gorgeous art that you saw today. The artists are all in the description, and they were supervised by the brilliant Kate Irwin. Thank you so much to every single person who's a fan of Mild Magic, because of course you are all following us on social media, on Instagram and TikTok.
course.
Wait. I'm getting some breaking news that there are some people who are actually not following us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. What do you think of that, Izzy?
I think that's appalling. I think you should go follow at Mild Magic DND or Mild Magic DD1 on pretty much every social media platform you can think of, except
think so too.
Facebook because I don't use Facebook.
No, because
Do we
yeah, fuck that.
We should have a
We
Tumblr.
should not.
I
Let's
love
get a
Tumblr.
Tumblr's
Unironically, I love Tumblr, which is embarrassing for a man of 29.
You are so
You're a culture.
I'm a culture
But
man.
yes, you are a culture man who does a wonderful job running our social media, so thank you so much for that. And
Genuinely follow us on TikTok
You
because
should.
we're actually doing really well over there, and I post all the highlights of the funniest things and stupidest things we do.
The funniest things that
A
Cat
lot of
says
good
and
shit.
does.
So many of my TikToks are just me going, yeah, I remember this funny thing that Kat did.
And of course, if any of you have found us via the TikTok,
Welcome!
more likely, yeah, welcome. We're so delighted to have you here. Thank you to you guys. You're brilliant players. I love you a lot, and
Thank you,
we will
Dylan.
see you
Thank you,
all.
Dylan.
Thank you, beautiful people. We will see you on Wednesday. Stay safe. Bye bye.
Bye.